Hello and welcome back to session 3 of Shadows Over Filoria. Last time
Hello,
we
DM.
left off. Oh, hello. All three of you are back. Now you've all met. This is great. This is a good time for me.
This is a good time for us.
Yes.
No more
Is it
potentially
though?
divergent storylines.
So last week we left off with actually we started off last week with Folkvar arriving at Haven, I believe.
Haven, that was the name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Folkvar arrived. Leo had a chance encounter with a gnome. He wasn't very important. Folkvar walked
Yeah,
in.
that is not true.
Mhm.
I feel he will be very important in the future.
Don't read too much into my words. Folkvar walked in, pushed Edgar over, seemingly no reason.
Oh,
I mean, he's an old man. Why
that
would he do
is a disgrace
Mhm.
to my intent.
And then the last one to Haven was Maria, and she arrived.
The cutest.
Tried to get a
and the
room
cutest
at
mount.
Mangere, was turned away. Once by a man who did not like her, and then once by a woman who liked her a lot, but simply didn't have a room. And then they all met the gnome I mentioned before, Mr. Stinky Pig. And what a character he was. First off,
Horrible.
Does he have a pink mustache? I believe.
no, it is all white and it's singed at the ends.
Oh!
Is it like where he has the mustache, but it covers his mouth and it moves when he speaks?
Oh,
I
my
mean,
God.
if you want to think of it in like a cartoonish manner, then yeah, probably. It is very bushy.
Does it still have glass in it from when his employee intimidated
Jesse
him?
smacked him?
When Jesse
Well,
intimidated him into keeping his own
I'm
job?
getting there. So Maria made it to the bar, the Stinky Pig. You guys all met. Some words were exchanged between you and Mr. Stinky Pig. None of you wanted to stay there, which fair after meeting the infamous Mr. Pig. You all ran over to the Mangere instead after some choice words were exchanged that had Folkvar running, well, not running, but storming through the door. And I mean storming literally. The door
He was
broke off.
overclocked.
I stormed
Yes.
the door. I overclocked and stormed the door. Don't
And then
make a
over at
dwarf
the
forged
Mangere,
angry.
you guys figured out that the letters that Folkvar, or at least the letter that Folkvar has, and the letter that Maria has, have been going out for the last almost decade.
Yes.
That's one
Mhm.
thing that you managed to take with you. You went back to the Stinky Pig after being told again there were no rooms available, and you managed to get a room at the Stinky Pig. Not that it was very difficult to. He seemed to be able to want to basically do anything to get you to stay there. So
Yeah.
you've gotten a new friend, and during that time, during the meal, Leo attempted very skillfully to persuade Mr. Pig that Jesse was no longer important, just to make sure that Jesse was no longer part of the conversation. And then it went a little too far in Mr. Pig's head, and he was going to fire him on the spot. And he ran over there, was
Yep.
smacked with the glass, and came back, and nothing changed.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that at all after Jesse's reaction.
It went straight to his head, and then the glass went straight to his head too.
Yes. Well, it rested on top of his welding goggles, and there might be some in his beard, but who knows? And then
He's got welding
you guys all got
goggles?
separate rooms. Sorry?
Biggs has welding goggles?
Yes, he's got the like 2 welding
Oh,
goggles.
that's
that
right.
have very, very thick panes
Yes.
of glass
The
inside,
Coke
so his
bottle
eyes look really big.
glasses style. Yeah.
And then he tried to get Leo to stay in his room that night. Didn't work. Leo got his own room. Tried to get Maria to stay in his room that night. Didn't work. Maria got her own room. Tried to get Folkvar to stay in his room. Reluctantly agreed, and it worked.
Only because Edgar was there
And then-
too.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Edgar needed a bed.
Edgar is the key to any plan. Let's be honest.
Hey, I'm not going to say much, but I will break in right now. I think Edgar is very unique, and we're going to have to explore his body more than my own.
A horrifying concept.
Yeah, That sounds so wrong.
Oh, that's horrifying, and I made him. Anyway. And then
all
when
your
you guys
fault.
were all going to bed, Leo and Maria split off to go to their own rooms, and Folkvar and Edgar going to Mr. Pig's room. You managed to find a little secret compartment that
Thanks to
he
Edgar.
promptly. Sorry?
Thanks to Edgar's cleaning, he literally gave me that last point to make the check.
Yeah. You weren't able to check what was inside because Mr. Pig ended up coming back, but you did move the shelving that was there, and that kind of tipped him off that maybe something wasn't right, so he double checked and
my chest
magically shut something.
He did magically shut it, but I did want to remind you for visualization that my
You did
chest
put your chest over
is
it, yes.
over the secret compartment. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I should be able to.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go into somebody's room and move their shelving and then just to put your chest on it, I'm sure their first reaction is going to be like, why didn't you just put the chest where you put the shelving?
Oh, I completely understand.
So-
I'm at a loss for that, but
Yeah.
at least
Thankfully, he still wanted to sleep with you. So.
yeah, and he did. And
Wants to sleep with everyone, it seems.
I haven't described what happened, and I'm not going to. This is up to your guys' imagination what Pigs was able to do with Edgar watching in the dark corner. In fact, I don't even know if Edgar slept. Again, I just shut down.
Edgar's
I don't want to
eyes.
know. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I don't think anyone does. I think we can just keep going.
Well, that's the thing. As a dwarf forged, I don't get that bullshit centuries rest that Warforged get. I actually shut down. So I don't know what he did with a genderless
Hunk of metal.
hunk of metal, but he better
Well-
have tucked me in.
Well, why don't we explore that and hit the morning? Unless some more adventurous people wanted to do something over the night?
No.
I don't think so.
No? All right. Then
Yeah,
I guess we will come up to the morning.
I'll let you start with someone other than Folkvar because Folkvar now has to take a pizza out of the
Well,
oven. I'll be right
This
back.
is actually going to be
Oh.
an all-encompassing something. We're going to start with something that you all would like to roll perception for me, please.
Oh, okay. Let me roll, and I'll give you my answer first. Sorry, everyone, but then I can take the pizza out of the oven and come right back. Oh, that's double checking. Perception is +1. That is just a flat 10 for Folkvar.
Okay.
And now I will go get pizza.
Mine is an unfortunate roll. I rolled a 1 for a total of 5.
Wow. Okay.
What a way to
17.
start the day.
And 17. Thank God one of you. Well, okay. So you kind of got 3 different tiers of information. So I'll start with the least likely one, which would be you, Leo.
Yeah, I don't.
You hear nothing. You are dead asleep.
It's because I lost sleep on the journey here.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
You were
I'm making
traveling
up
with
for it.
previous man Trevor, so
Yeah.
yeah. So you heard nothing. Folkvar is getting food, so I will move on to Maria. Maria, 17. Early in the morning, probably just as the sun is coming up, you hear the door at the end of the hall shut. It's not like a slam or anything, but it's somebody attempting to close it just silently and make their way downstairs. And as they get closer and closer to your door, yours and Leo's doors or rooms are right next to the stairs. So you're the first rooms that you see when you come up the stairs.
Mhm.
And as they get closer and closer to your doors, you hear Mr. Pig mumbling to himself. Oh, damn Jesse! Keeps breaking all the fucking things, and now I gotta get up early and make sure everything's looking. And he's just mumbling to himself as he makes his way downstairs to the bar.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So, since Folkvar isn't currently here,
Folkvar is back.
And
Why don't
potentially
we
not
go
even
with you?
active.
Folkvar is
yeah,
back.
potentially not even active. Folkvar, you got a 10 on that perception.
Yes, sir.
Because you're in the room, you will hear the door click shut.
Oh.
Very, very early morning, just as the sun is coming up.
So, because this awoke me, I assume that my bed companion is no longer with me.
Yes.
Okay, is Edgar still in the corner? Are his
Just
eyes
saying,
glowing
what do you mean? Your
orange?
bed companion, Edgar Shiggs, is definitely in the bed with you.
I will
Edgar
tell
is
you.
also
Oh, go ahead.
not in the room.
Edgar's not here? My beautiful orange-eyed baby boy. He must.
Ah, yes, the face only a mother could love, and even then.
Or a man without a mother, such as myself. Okay. In that case, I only have one thing to do. First, I unroll myself on my hot dog-like blanket. Roll? What is it? Yeah, like a pig in a blanket. I was rolled up very tight. And I want to go to my chest of preserving. I want to move it and pick it up and make sure all my tools are there. I can tell by just the weight, you know? At this, I'm a smart guy. I can tell if it's heavier or not. Am I missing anything?
No.
No? Okay. Then I'm going to open that floorboard.
Okay. I'm not gonna get you to roll anything because you know where it is.
Thank you.
It doesn't come open as easily as it did the first time, but you managed to get it open. It's not something that you need to like pry open or anything. It's just you got to get your fingers around the edge.
That's good. I got metal fingernails. It helps.
And you managed to get in.
Nice.
And what you see now, because you moved the shelving and put your chest there, right?
I did.
So I'm assuming you moved the chest before looking into the hole.
That's exactly what I described. Yeah.
Okay. So you have full vision of it this time. So last time the bottom shelf of the shelving was kind of giving you disadvantage to look inside.
Yeah. And I'll reach my hand in, and where I put that little bit of quartz, I will take my dental pick tinkering tool, basically, and just jeweler's tool, and scratch another symbol in order to get it to cast 5 feet of bright light again.
Okay.
Help me look around, because I saw a book, but there might be something more. There was a hint at something more.
It looks like there is a journal and a photo album stacked on top of each other. And on the other end of this small little cubby that things were stored in, looks as though something was there before.
Ooh. May I investigate? Is there like a dust settling around it? Was it here for a while and now it's gone?
Roll me investigate. This will be a pretty big one though, so 15 and higher.
I will, and I remembered by myself what the item is called, that monocle-like device I was mentioning last time. It's called a jeweler's loupe, or loupe. Have any of you heard that term?
No.
It's essentially what they
Jeweler's magnifying glass, right?
It's like the it's like a monocular.
Yeah.
With your
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. That's an 11 on the die plus 6. That is a 17.
Okay. You see the faintest outline of what looks like a stick.
Oh, okay. I am also invested in Arcana. I believe I have in fact manufactured some wands in the past. Cheap wands, but would this have been a wand? Could possibly? Or is it the size of like
Yeah, it
a
could
staff?
have totally been a wand. The size could have totally been a wand. It most likely was not a staff. This cubby is too small.
Okay, awesome. Would you allow me to quickly, because I'm quite smart, so I want to basically speed read the photo album. I want to see if Mr. Pigs has any photos of him actually being part of like the estate, if he was buddy with, you know, some of the members, because I remember him telling me and the whole party that he was such a part of the family of butlers of the very famous estate.
So you quickly skim through it. You find a bunch of like family photos. A few of them with him at the estate. He's in a photo with 5 other people. One of them you can most likely surmise to be a Benwick because they were more noble looking.
So I have
whether
I have a
Anthony
physical
is-
description of Benwick, basically in my.
You have a physical depiction of a family member of Benwick. Whether or not it's Anthony is still up for debate because you don't know who Anthony lives with, who else is on the estate, none of that.
Okay.
Um,
May I pocket that picture?
yeah, of course. There are 3 other people in the image with him as well. It looks like 3 young boys.
Any signatures on the back?
Nope.
Okay. I would like to put that picture with in the same pocket that I have the envelope, not the envelopes, the calls, the, what do you call them? The mail to adventure?
You want to put it in where?
Letters?
Sorry?
I want to put it in the pocket of my trench coat that also has the letters from the Benwick estate.
Yeah. So that's not the only photo you find. You also find a photo that looks like a Mr. Pig in his younger days. He's got a full head of hair, doesn't have the goggles. At first, maybe it wasn't exactly like you were like, "Oh, who's that?" Oh, it's Mr. Pig, and it's definitely an older style photo.
Uh-huh.
And he's in a photo with 8 other people in what looks like a lab.
Holy shit, a lab. What do I see in the lab? Is it mining equipment? I mean, I know arcane
Roll intelligence
laboratory.
to see if you know exactly what they are.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've built tools, I've done a bunch of stuff. That's not the best. It's a 12 total.
To you, it looks like just a general lab that you'd find in like a workshop, but also with more sciencey equipment. So maybe an alchemist of some sort. But
Right.
otherwise, you don't know.
Okay. And then I'll just check the book for any signatures, not on the back of every photo. Like I said, I was doing this quick. Like front cover, back cover, any like to Pigsy from your friend and ally. Sorry for kicking you out.
There is a single signature on the back of the final page, which is very noticeably about a fifth of the book of empty pages towards the end.
Okay.
And all it says in like a signature style is Zinri.
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 Nri. Thank you.
And you do not understand a word that is inside of this journal.
That makes sense, actually. So it's not written in Dwarvish, Draconic, or Common. Then the last, there was only one other item here. And I have stupid brain, but Folkvar does not. What was the other item here, my friend?
The missing wand?
There was the missing wand, there was the book, and then there was something else.
Photo album.
Oh, right. Okay, I was looking at the photo album. I was talking about the book. I look at the book.
I assumed you were talking about the book. The book is the one that you cannot read that has Zinri at the back.
Oh, the book. Okay, I thought that was a photo album.
No, it is. It's not a book that somebody would buy at like a library or anything. It is definitely a journal.
Oh,
Leather-bound journal.
Okay, I'm gonna take the risk. I'd like to pull out my Tinker's tools because they actually have some acids and some like solvents and stuff. I'd like to do a test on a page of the book. I'd like to know the age. I'd like to see how old this journal is. Like, when did it start? If I can't read it, and I can't read the dates or anything, maybe I can just figure out exactly how old it is.
Okay, and you're proficient in the tool use, correct?
I do indeed have...
Okay, so I'm going to allow this, but I'm also going to say that you are going to run the risk of ruining it.
Okay. Are there any blank pages?
There is, yes. There's a fifth of the book at the back is all blank pages.
Okay, I will...
It looks like the journal ended abruptly.
Okay, would you allow me to take one of the blank pages and test one of those?
Absolutely. If it's separate from the journal, then you won't break the journal.
Exactly. All right, here it comes.
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice one. 18 total.
It seems that this journal is about a little over 10 years old.
Son of a bitch. Okay, Folkvar's mind is probably literally smoking. He's getting excited. So he's gonna have to take. He can't take pictures, so he's going to take the journal. And he's going to put it in his chest of preserving, because that needs to be lockpicked. So he'll open his chest and put the book down at the bottom under the fresh rations, but in a wrap. He'll wrap it in leather.
Okay.
Sorry, not leather. I have a sack. Don't worry about it. I actually have a sack, so it's protected. So I have the photo, I have the sack, and I will close up this this area, and I'm gonna have to. I'll take my time. It doesn't matter if I'm loud or anything. Just as I'm leaving, I'd like to actually put the bookcase back over.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
I mean, during the time that you're doing all of this, the other two will probably have moved anyway, so I'll just allow it to happen. It's not like
I appreciate that.
Mr. Pig is
No, I was
super attentive to anything anyway.
I was on a clock before. These guys
Yeah.
left me alone, it seems. So,
Okay,
that's it.
so moving on from Folkvar, Maria, what are you doing? You heard Mr. Pig. This was what you missed, by the way, Folkvar. When I got you guys to roll perception at the beginning, Mr. Pig woke up and left mumbling, going downstairs to the bar.
Oh,
And Maria was attentive enough to hear it. Leo slept through the whole thing.
Yep.
ah,
So Maria, what you doing?
Yes. So, do I guess, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go investigate. I'll put down the tinker's tools that I was working on my armor with and
ooh,
go take a look, see what's going on.
Okay. So you just you head downstairs. Your thing's still in your room.
Yes. I wouldn't
Okay.
bring anything with me.
As you creep down the stairs, all you can see or hear, I guess, before you can see him, is Mr. Pig grumbling under his breath as he's moving things around behind the bar. Clinks of glasses, a barrel of water, stuff like that. And he's just like, "Oh, just you only giving me last minute notice, son of a bitch! Oh my god, is it because of the yelling?" Oh. He's just mumbling to himself about Jesse.
oh,
It seems as though this is the time that the tavern portion of the inn should be opening, and somebody is a no-show.
Is it Jesse?
Well, it would be Jesse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Logically speaking.
Wait, were we walking down at the same time, or should I have not talked?
No, this is Maria.
Okay.
So Maria's doing this because she heard him walk by. So you're doing your things as this is happening. I'll let you know when you come down.
Sounds good.
Suppose I'm going to have to talk to him, aren't I? So, she'll come down the stairs. She's not going to be quiet about it, because even though she's not currently in her armor, she's not going to be she's not going to be stealthy at all.
As soon as he hears your feet hitting the wooden panels of the stairs, his head just perks up right on the other side of the bar, looking straight at you. He's like, "Oh, good it is. I'm almost done breakfast. If you wanted to come and sit down near, Mr. Pig."
Is something the matter?
I just, can't find any good workers these days. Jesse always sends me a message early in the morning. It's like, "Oh, I can't make it for another 2-3 hours, blah, blah, blah." Well, now that I have to leave with you guys to take you over to Tony's place, I gotta leave the place in his hands.
Does he ever say why?
No, but You know what? You're right. I should fire him. He's an asshole, right?
I didn't say that.
I
Don't be
totally
hasty.
agree.
Don't be hasty here. Don't.
Hasty. You're right. He's the best employee I got.
I mean, I think objectively speaking, that is correct.
Because he's the only employee I got? Yeah, don't worry. I get it. I get it. Come take a seat. I'll give you some breakfast.
If it's all right if you all wait for the others.
I mean, it's not all right with me. The breakfast is going to get cold.
But what about their breakfast?
Well, I'll make their breakfast when I see them.
If you were already making breakfast when I came down on, how did
Well,
you know that I was going to be coming down then?
I wasn't. I was washing dishes. I just saw you now. I told you to sit down so that I could make you dinner or breakfast.
You said that breakfast was almost ready. I don't.
It's because it's not going to take me very long.
What is for breakfast then?
Listen, a man's got unseen servants everywhere. What do you want to say?
What is for breakfast?
Oh, you know, just a few eggs, some meat. Like, you eat veggies, right? Vegetables?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, some of those too. I can't really vouch for what they make back there. I'll go take a look. Take a seat. And he looks at you with like glimmering eyes as he gestures towards the one seat, the bar stool right in front of him.
Against her better judgment, she'll go and sit down.
I'll be right back. You make yourself comfortable. You want an ale?
It's like 6 in the morning.
I'm sure it's like 6 at night in like Clockston or something.
It's 5 p.m. somewhere. No, I'm good.
Listen,
Just
I'm not
water.
the one who's gonna judge you. It's probably that handsome SMR you're driving with, huh? Who's gonna judge you? So if you don't want to have an ale in front of that guy, just drink it quick.
I don't really drink.
Oh, not even water?
Well, water, but like not ale.
Oh my goodness, you're all over the map! And he, exasperated, throws up his tiny arms and walks to the back to check on food.
Leo, help!
Leo, are you up or are you going to be asleep for the next little bit?
No, I would wake up.
At this point, you've got some heavy metal that is walking past your door downstairs right now.
I'm assuming that is the metal man from yesterday who owes me an answer. So I will quickly put everything back on, all the armor, and actually bring my bag like fully packed it and unpack it with me downstairs. I'll open the door.
Okay. You heard him pass, so I'm going to say that he went downstairs as you were getting ready.
That's what I expected.
Yeah, so you definitely see a giant barrel.
A barrel just trying to get down the stairs.
Yeah, it has to do. You guys have played Zelda's Ocarina of Time. Young Link with the Master Shield. You know how he kind of just bends forward in order to block? He forward limbos. That's basically what I'm doing to get down the stairs.
Nice.
So
So, Folkvar is at the bottom of the stairs. You're at the top of the stairs.
I'm gonna just wait politely for him to get off of the stairs until and then I'll just make my way down to the bottom.
Okay, Folkvar. You see Maria at the bar. There's nobody else at the bar, and there's nobody else in the tavern.
I go over to sit near Maria and I say, "Good morning, Maria.
Good morning.
I hate to be of a bother so soon. Have you seen Edgar, Shiggs?"
Edgar?
Edgar.
That's your friend, right?
Yes, he looks like a piece of living jerky.
That's one way to describe him, I guess.
Well, I mean, he was glistening yesterday, but I haven't seen him. He left early this morning, along, I guess, with Mr. Pigs.
Mr. Pig is in the kitchen right now. I don't know about your friend, though.
Okay, thank you. Where's Jesse? He was here yesterday.
He said that he wasn't coming in. He didn't elaborate any further.
Alright. Well, knowing Edgar, he's probably in the kitchen. I bet he's talking with Mr. Pigs. I'd like to try and just listen to see if I can hear the traditional, ever auspicious Edgar Shiggs talking in the kitchen.
Roll me perception.
I would love to. Ah! That is a natural 20 plus 1.
You hear
Just
Mr.
listening.
Pig
Yeah.
talking, but he's talking to whoever's making the food, and whoever's making the food does not talk back. You do not hear Edgar at all.
This is highly suspicious. Maria, will you join me trying to find Edgar? I will check the kitchen. You can join me. Or, if you don't mind looking outside, he could be sitting on that nice rocking chair that the white-eyed man was in yesterday.
If it's alright with you, I need to go back up to my room.
Oh,
So if you could distract him for a bit, just so he doesn't throw a temper tantrum like last night.
do you mean Pigs? Pigsy?
Mm-hmm.
I take my hand and I slowly pull my my welding mask down. I will do my best. And I'll head towards the kitchen door. I need to see who he's talking to, because I know he's talking
Okay.
to someone.
And who is everybody else? What is everybody else doing?
Maria's gonna go back up to her room.
Okay.
And most likely turn and just see Leo standing there.
I'm just going to say to Maria, go ahead, and I'm going to stand by the stairs and wait for her to come back down.
Gotcha.
No way I'm going to try and eat or drink anything here, so.
Okay. So I guess Folkfar, do you go in or do you look through the little porthole that's supposed to have glass but doesn't?
Am I tall enough to see through the porthole?
If you stand on your tippy toes.
I stand on my tippy toes.
You see like a very haphazard old kitchen. Food that looks like has been there for days. No kind of preservation of food at all. And Mr. Pig's voice is coming just out of view to the right.
So I don't see him. I don't see the person he's talking to.
You do not. You do see at the little station straight ahead of you that a plate is plating itself with eggs and meat.
Oh, that's amazing. But it doesn't look like good quality food, you said?
No, it looks horrible.
All right. I would like to enter the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm just going to enter, and as I enter, I just say, knock, knock, knock.
Mr. Pig will turn around. He's like, "Oh, my little bed buddy, up for the morning, huh? Don't worry, your breakfast is coming up. You like oil?"
Funny, but yes, it helps a lot.
That was a joke. I don't have any oil.
Don't worry. I said funny. It was still funny.
You don't have to be back here. It's almost done. I'll be out in a minute.
Have you seen Edgar? Were you talking to him earlier?
You mean the bedroom crow? No,
What did you call him?
I called him a bedroom crow. Last night he just kind of stood there. It was like a scarecrow in the night. It was very scary.
What do you mean? He slept standing up?
No, he just his burning gore. Anyway, he was very weird. But when I woke up this morning, he was already gone. I have no idea what he's doing.
That is news to me. Well, I was wondering if I could do you a favor and ask a favor. The others need breakfast, and I may be a little exact in my requirements, but I have fresh food if we would like to serve them, and you can maybe make a better impression on the others since we have to travel today together.
He seems insulted. Fresh? Are you saying that my ingredients? I got these just last month. They're perfectly fine. You gotta let things age like a nice wine.
I hear you, but and I'll open my chest and I'll pull out one of the fresh like perfect eggs and like a perfect piece of chicken leg or whatever for breakfast. I'll be like, it's raw. I'm like, this too was over a month old. As you can see, I figured out.
It's not the aging process. That's not how it works. You gotta get that nice musty smell. It's what gives it the flavor. Get out of my kitchen.
One sec. Just before I start backing off, like politely, do you wanna get him to make a persuasion roll? Because I don't know a lot about food.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it's either persuasion or deception, so it's up to you whether things need to age.
You are not going to like this. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You can make the DC for this. And I'll tell you what his persuasion add-on is.
Well, I'm asking you: is it persuasion or deception? Does he believe what he's saying?
Persuasion. He believes 100%.
All right, this is here it comes. This is insight. I got
DC.
You want me to make the DC?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. With Pigsy?
Yeah.
I only have a +1. I would say with him, the DC would be like 18.
Because he's
His persuasion is +17.
I called it. I actually called it.
And that's a nat 20. So
He got a nat 20?
he did.
If I get a nat 20, may I ask for a roll off?
Absolutely.
No fucking way. That's 11 plus 1. That's 12. Well, I'll put my ration back in the chest of preserving, and I'll take a good look at the chest of preserving and just be like, I may need to think of other uses than food for this.
Well, that's what I thought. You should come back and learn from a real chef. And he beats his chest.
I just do a little bow, and I know I haven't done it yet, but when I started talking to him, of course, I raised my visor. It was stupid of me, but I'll raise my visor now, okay? And I'll be like, thank you for teaching me something new. I will wait outside for breakfast with the others. Actually, I also need to go see where Edgar is. So...
Okay. Well, breakfast ready for all of you when you come back. I told Maria I was going to make one, but you know what? I just didn't want to admit it in front of her that it's easier to make all of them at once. So, you know, if she asks, it's because I saw you.
Folkvar literally salutes. Efficiency and effectiveness are #1 principles.
Oh my god, I love you.
All right. I will expect a great tasting experience from your aged breakfast.
Yes. Now get out of my kitchen.
Goodbye.
Also, just so you know, he was talking to his unseen servants.
Now that no one else is in the room, that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, so you go back into the bar. Maria, you have no problem getting your things, unless there's something specific you wanted to do up there.
Re-equip armor, which heavy armor will take a bit.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're up there for another little bit. Folkvar, what are you doing? Leo, you're still standing guard, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really... Standing guard is not... I mean, only if I'm guarding myself against Mr. Pig.
You're standing guarded. How's that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Folkvar, you come back into the bar. What would you like to do?
Well, I'll do just a quick pass to see if those glowing eyes are in the corner of the bar. But if not, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go straight outside the main doors. I just need to
Okay.
see if Shiggs is on the road or if he's in the chair.
As soon as you go outside, take a quick look around, and Edgar is sitting with Maria's mount, Cammy.
Wait a minute. Sitting with?
Yeah.
And they're like contact level?
No, they're just hanging out. Edgar is a fan of Cammy.
You're shitting me. Edgar's an animal person? This is a lot to take in. I'm kind of just staring. I've got the door open to the stinky pig, and I'm just staring in surprise and silence. The only thing going through my mind is like, Edgar has never been talkative or personable with anybody because people don't like him, and it's just what it's been like ever since I remember existing. And here he is with an animal. So
Are you gonna approach, or are you just staring from the?
yeah, I'm stuck staring, kind of like a logical
Okay.
loop, kind of staring. Like
Gotcha.
that's so I'm taking it in. Like, does he? Okay, let's do this. Folkvar would like to make a roll of some kind in order to see if Shiggs is being very natural or if he's like trying this for the first time.
Yeah, just give me perception.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god! Nat 20 +1. What is my
he
perception today?
He looks to be in the most natural environment he's ever been in his life.
Wow. Is he in the sunlight too?
Yep.
Is he still glistening?
Yeah. It's like a night and day thing. As soon as there's shade, he goes straight to a matte. Like a matte coloring on his skin. There's no
Okay.
glistening, there's no shine, no nothing. And then as soon as the sun hits it, it's just glisten galore.
Is the white-eyed man sitting in his chair?
No.
I would like to take off my chest of preserving, and I'm just going to call it the barrel. I take off my barrel, and I'm going to sit in the chair, and I'm going to watch Edgar, because with that nat 20 on a perception, I'm learning everything I can about how Edgar is working with this animal. So
Okay.
I'm at a pause.
I would like you to roll insight. With advantage because that nat 20 gave you a lot.
Wow. Okay, here it comes. First roll is a 10 on the die, +1, 11. Second roll is a 7, +1 is 8. So 11.
It looks like Edgar is talking to Cammy
Holy shit.
without, whether or not Cammy is understanding or responding. It looks like Edgar just wanted somebody to talk to.
Is he still talking in a dialect I understand?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's common?
Yep.
So it's not like some kind of beast speech or whatever?
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay. I guess last question then. I actually have read a lot, right? I know about nature. I'm proficient. I'd like to know if... Oh no, I've already answered my own question. Edgar Shiggs... the riding lizards sleep. They do in fact sleep.
Mhm.
So, the question that I had was, did Edgar spend the whole night with,
Oh, Cammy looks
Talking with Cammy.
exhausted.
Oh my god, she does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I put on my barrel and I'm like, Edgar! Edgar!
And that's when I'm sorry, little one. I have to go. It was nice chatting with you. Hopefully next time it is when the sun is out. I have a charisma about me when I glisten. I'm only getting used to it now. Okay, bye-bye.
And he'll get up and he'll make his way towards you. As soon as he leaves Cammy falls asleep on the spot.
Oh, thank God.
And he walks up to you.
It's like, oh, Folkvar. Good morning.
Can you please put some of your glistening sweat into this vial?
Well, you're trying to steal my essence, aren't you?
Yes.
Not again.
What do you mean, not again?
Oh, nothing. All right.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the first time.
Well, I mean, you shut off a lot.
I do.
So, all right.
Oh my God. Is it only my
leave me
brain?
alone.
Is it only my brain that shuts off? Do I do
I don't-
things with my body when I'm not conscious?
I don't remember. Do you want my essence or not?
Yes, give me your essence in this tube, please.
Oh, okay.
And he takes whatever tube you're holding up. Is it just like a vial?
It's just a tiny little vial.
And he just like runs it across one of his wrinkles. Like just a trench of skin.
Fucking disgusting.
It's gross as hell. And he's like,
Yeah, okay. Here you go.
All right, I
So
put.
what's the plan? I talked to the caravan guys. They're ready to lend us some supplies, but I'm not sure how long this trip is going to be.
I think we should have some apparently delicious breakfast and talk with Pigsy about how long the trip will take.
I see how it is. You'll call him Pigsy, but not me Shigsy. Oh, my goodness. We've been friends forever, and you just refuse to use the nickname I want.
Edgar, it's not like that. I just don't want to call him Stinking. He's Mr. Stinky Pig. I'd rather call him Pigsy than Stinky. It would
Disgusting.
probably be more disrespectful, but you are Edgar. And if you ever want me to say it better, you can fix my voice box properly next time.
All right, turn around. I'll try it now. Before we go back in.
Are you sure?
Turn around.
Oh, okay. You do seem better at this in the sunlight for some reason.
It's the glistening, I'm telling you.
All right, I turn around. This gives the others like their 5 to 10 minutes.
he succeeded.
Oh my God!
So his roll was very good. It was an 18, so he succeeded in whatever you needed to do for your voice box.
Wow. Ah. Now this sounds a lot better. Much more natural, don't you think?
I mean, it's deeper. I preferred the other one.
Oh, what do you mean you preferred the other one, Edgar? Look, I can even pronounce your name again, Edgar.
No, say it with me. Shigsy.
Edgar, let's go inside, please, and thank you.
Okay. I'm going to say that took a while. So,
Yeah.
Maria, you will have your armor and stuff on by the time you come downstairs. Edgar and Folkvar are still outside. And there is a smell wafting over to Leo at the front of the building as breakfast is being set on the bar.
I
It is
bet
not a
it's
good
horrible.
smell. It
Yeah.
smells like cooked food, but that's it. It's not good cooked food. It's just cooked food.
I am not gonna move from where I am until we are leaving. Leo has decided to forego breakfast.
From behind the bar, as soon as 4 plates are up on the bar, you only see from like his nose up are these 2 eyes just staring at you, gleaming, waiting for you to come closer.
I would like to pretend that I have not seen them.
Okay, Maria, you come back down?
Yes. She'll come back down. She's fully armed at this point.
Nice.
Chink, chink, chink.
Yeah. It's very obvious that she's coming down the stairs.
Okay.
Does your armor fit better than yesterday, by any chance?
Nope. Not yet.
All right.
That wafty smell of food.
What? Something died while I was gone?
Oh, just your hungry bellies. Get over here.
Marie.
made these special for you guys. And Leo, you remember from the other day the stuff that disappeared completely when you purified food and drink?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that on this. It seems as though Mr. Pig is of the mind that as long as you garnish with something green, it takes away all of the badness of it.
Oh dear.
Oh.
He nor you probably know what it is.
Is Maria walking towards it? Like I think she might actually eat it.
No.
Oh, good. Okay. Then, yeah, let's just let that be.
You're not gonna eat? I slaved over the kitchen for this.
I look like I'm
Which
ready
one of
to
us is
eat.
he looking at?
He's looking at you.
I'm
Ears
not
in
a
his eyes.
breakfast person. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just pack it for later.
Perfect.
And he packs that exact meal.
Imagine he takes the entire plate and just throws it in a bag.
Yes. That's exactly how it happens. He just dumps the actual contents of the plate into a bag of holding. What about you, number 4? Or sorry, yeah. What about you, number 4? You coming? You gonna come and eat?
I actually don't until noon. I'm
You don't
sorry.
You don't eat until noon?
Yeah.
Did anybody ever tell you that's not the way to live? You need a strong breakfast to take on the day.
A strong breakfast.
Actually, that's not true.
Actually,
Not-
it's true.
Not
Yeah,
eating breakfast isn't necessarily all that unhealthy.
Oh yeah, and who are you in the breakfast, please?
Nope, just someone who knows things.
I will look over to you and just say, I mean, Mr. Shiggs put a lot of effort into this, and apparently it's supposed to be an experience worth learning.
You mean Mr.
Oh, it would be an experience,
not-
alright.
Oh, I am so sorry. Yes, Mr. Pigs, Mr. Mr. Shiggs. Oh my God.
I didn't have anything to do with the breakfast.
Look, Var, your voice sounds different.
Ah, why, thank you for noticing. Shiggs here was happily able to add a bit more of the natural foundations to my voice. Is it too much? Am I too different now?
Oh, no.
You're still quite recognizable.
Yes, that.
Ah.
All right.
Thank you.
We don't have to eat this morning. I'll pack it for later. How about we just take a seat right over here near me and we talk about what we gotta do, where we gotta go, how we're gonna get there. How's that?
I'd
A
like
little planning.
I'd like to eat.
You
May I have it with some ale?
absolutely. I knew you were my favorite in the month. Okay, yeah. He'll pour you a thing of ale.
Thank
Okay, now
you.
come sit down. Let's talk about the adventure we're gonna have today. It's only a few hours away, but we gotta stick close. So
I look and nod to Edgar when he mentions the amount of time.
do you all sit around
Yep.
the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Mr. Pig very kindly goes over exactly where it is you're going to be going. So, okay. So you're looking for Tony Benwick, Mr. Tony Benwick, Mr. Anthony Tony Benwick, Anthony quote unquote Tony the Man Benwick. Okay. Here we go. We're going this way, straight east. East? I don't know my cardinal directions. We're going in the right direction. If you're looking at the map, we're going right
Yes.
into the Spriggan Forest.
Okay. So we are currently in the location called Haven.
Haven. Yes.
Okay. And is Haven part of something like Free Rock was in Night Valley? Is Haven part of?
So Haven is just part of the principality of the human city, but ever since Behemoth walked through, this has kind of been its own area. But Haven is closest to the Spriggan territory.
Right. I mean more like, so Haven is kind of acting as its own entire kingdom, as a town.
Not its own. It's just it's not
It-
part. like you're talking about a territory that it would belong to, right?
Yeah,
Like a city within
a city
a
within
province.
exactly.
Yeah, I get it. So yeah, it's literally just haven within Filoria. It's part of the kingdom of the capital city, but because it trades so often
Yes.
with every other city it's very much a neutral zone.
Perfect. Part of capital
Even
city.
though legally, quote unquote, it is part of the capital city.
Okay.
The capital city human kingdom.
Human kingdom?
Yes.
That was what I had to ask. And we're going into Spriggan territory,
Yes.
which is
So
east.
basically, what he's telling you, just to kind of speed it up, is northeast from where you are is a road that he's pointing out that you need to take for a few hours because the Benwick estate was created just outside of Haven. Their crest is the anchor and quill because they are the proprietors of Haven, the original port town.
Ah,
And their entire estate was created kind of in the middle of Spriggan territory.
right. Of course. Of course.
But you can get there without crossing through the Spriggan forest. You just got to take that road that he's pointing at. And he says it'll take a few hours.
Right. Benwick estate is east of Haven.
Northeast.
Northeast. But he didn't know his direction. We're just looking at the map. Northeast.
Yeah, no, he's just stupid.
Does he have a map?
Nope. He's saying if you're looking at... if you look at the map, it's to the right and up. You know, it's like...
Yeah.
When you look at the map and you look, you got to go right and then it's up. It's right. It's like a diagonal. It's that way.
Now, I'm going to look to the others, and Shigs, and I'll just tap my head and say, the guards were checking for Spriggans earlier for the caravan in case they were trying to enter the city. So I don't think... Oh, wait, I'm using my modified voice. So I don't think that we've actually got... I think we're going to have to worry about either Spriggans seem to be a trouble for the city guard, and we're checking the caravan on our way in. So, and he'll take a swig. Anybody got an idea on how to barter passage if we meet up with resistance?
Oh, why wouldn't we? We're going right to Benwick's place. We won't have any trouble getting in.
I believe you. But I already had to deal with the guards, and they were fine, but... they couldn't even catch an exploding toadstool. An exploding toad with toadstools on its back. It was a sporeback frog is what it was. Yes. It was on my card.
Well, I don't think you're gonna have to have a lot of issues with that.
Okay.
If you catch my drift.
Folkvar obviously does not look convinced, but he's said his piece.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's Pig's just gonna keep talking out of his ass, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is more so that Maria and Leo can understand.
So how are you guys preparing to leave? Because, or sorry, not preparing to leave. Is there anything you guys would like to go over before you prepare to leave?
I have all my stuff. I don't believe there's any more preparation that Leo can make.
Maria will go get the rest of her stuff so she can get it back up onto Cammy's back.
As Maria leaves, Folkvar will say, take it a little easy on Cammy. It seems she was exhausted by Edgar talking.
What?
I don't know if Edgar sleeps, so take care of Cammy. Maybe she'll need an extra ration.
A look of just like fear goes into Maria's eyes. Like, what have you done to Cammy? No.
I just throw my hands up. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Okay. Are there any specific preparations you guys would like to make to leave?
I'm going to ask one thing because we're in town and we know how dangerous it is out there. I know it's only a few hours, It's a few hours walk. No, you know what? Everything's going great. I've asked what I needed to. I have food. I have my weapons. Oh, DM, just in
Yeah.
case there's combat. I did one thing and I needed to verify it by you. Out of all the weapons that exist, you know, like there's things like scimitars, which are bladed weapons that are light, so that they can be used dual wield legally. But there's no bludgeoning weapons that are light, and so I took the stats of a scimitar and made a modified mace. I call it a smith's mace. It's the same damage, and it's not throwable or anything. It's just light. Are you okay with that?
You mean just for flavor, you want it to be a mace
Yes, because
and do blunt damage?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's all good.
cool. And for flavor, I made it say that it was rebalanced, and with I took a pound of metal off the face of it to make it flat for shaping metal on an anvil, and then it was rebalanced to with that extra pound off for long hours at the forge.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's light.
I assume you're not taking the finesse quality with it, though.
No,
No, you just want to make it light.
just light. I mean, I don't think you need to add the finesse quality, especially if you're banging on metal all day.
Okay. You guys don't do anything special to prepare?
I
No.
shit.
Nothing?
Can't think of anything that would be required.
The
Okay. Yeah, you're only a few hours of walking away, so it doesn't seem like
yeah.
having a caravan or a carriage or anything with you would be needed.
Oh,
I'm bringing Cammy, and also
Yeah.
I want to feed Cammy.
does
Okay.
any?
That's the only thing.
I will ask in character. Does anybody have any way to heal injuries?
I can a little bit.
Enough to save a life, perchance? I would like to save the money on a potion.
I could bandage you up if you get hurt. Just don't get too hurt.
Ah. Thank you.
Barbarian
guys-
asks, can anyone heal? Paladin and cleric exchange glances.
guys are
Well,
good.
we know very little about Leo, right? I can't meta.
Yeah, you guys don't know that Leo's a cleric. He has not
I know.
said
It's
anything.
just it's fine to funny mechanically.
Yeah,
I find
it
it funny
is.
as well. Like
Can anyone heal? Everyone else. Yes.
fuck, even
Yes, but don't.
I bet even Pigsley can heal.
Yeah, but that's like, I feel that'd be more of a molestation than a heal.
We have
Like
well
a strange caress.
Yeah, and that just gets you motivated to get away from him.
It's just a
Oh,
hug from the
that's
wrong
horrible.
angle. It's not his fault he's small. All right. That's Oh, it's a new day. I was supposed to prepare my spells, but I believe I already have. So, DM, if you'd like to
Yeah.
continue, I'm just going to double check.
Okay. So you guys set out for the Benwick estate, being led by Mr. Pig, Mr. Stinky Pig. Cammy is what order are you guys going in? I'm sure Mr. Pig needs to be at the front, but he's not a stranger for company, so how far away are you guys staying?
I believe Shigs and I would be side by side right behind Pigs, unless Pigs wants to be with the pretty people.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna stick near Maria and no one else.
And Maria's going to stick to a respectable, like, 30 feet away from Mr. Pig, if
That
possible.
is, I would assume, yes, that is the smart thing to do.
I don't know if I know much about the riding lizards, but can they can carry a lot of weight.
They're large creatures.
amount.
Oh yeah.
Would it be outside of would I feel comfortable asking Leo, like, would I be comfortable in offering for Cammy to carry Leo as well? Like, or would that exhaust Cammy?
That would exhaust Cammy.
Okay, then we're not going to
I
do
would
that.
say on a usual day, that would be fine. But she did just stay up all night as well. Speaking with
Ah.
Oh,
God damn it,
of
Edgar.
course. God damn it, Edgar.
I'll be all right. Don't worry.
Okay.
You know,
I
Okay.
thought I'd ask.
I'm seriously wondering if there's a festival back in Free Rock now that Edgar's gone. This is like going to be celebrated every month.
Silence. True silence has fallen over Night Valley.
The night has come.
Colt, if you will be so kind as to roll me a D100.
I would love to. Let me grab this D10 and this D100 percentile thingy. Here we go. 42. The answer to life and everything.
Okay. And Alecks, or Leo,
Mhm.
if you would be so kind as to... No, hold on. You're not rolling anything. I am.
All right.
So, nothing specific happens over the next hour or 2 hours. You guys are going straight into this main road that looks like it's only going in a straight direction. And
Mhm.
the canopy of trees, as you go on, becomes more and more enclosed over the top of the path, to the point where it looks like this road was completely man-made and trimmed to the trees for this tunnel.
Wow.
If you were flying over top, this would look like forest.
Oh.
And as you walk, probably over the next hour and a half to 2 hours, your pocket starts to really begin burning.
My pocket.
Your pocket.
I assume it's the one with the thing I took. It's burning. Well, I don't want to touch it if it's burning.
Just to a point, it's not burning
Hmm.
through your pocket. It's just getting hotter and hotter as you walk. And now
Alright.
it is significantly hot enough to cause discomfort.
If it's warming up, I will put my hand in my pocket and try and just safely see if I can close my gloved fingers around it. To see if that does anything.
It is hot, but you don't feel like it doesn't hurt. But it is definitely hotter than it was 24 hours ago.
This is so strange. Okay. Yeah, I can't do much for it, so I'm just gonna keep my hand in my pocket because I have the my normal gloves and then I have the leather gloves from the armor over top. So I'm just gonna keep my gloved hand sort of closed around it while we walk in my pocket. I don't take it out.
Okay, so that happens. Nothing else happens on your 2.5 hour walk. And Pigsy turns to this kind of open little path on your left that has enough room for, say, a wagon, a cart, whatever. And he's like, well, this is the Benwick estate. You just go in, you go straight, you get to the gate, and then it'll open for you if you're being expected. And, if it doesn't open, then, well, I guess you're shit out of luck. All right. That's me, everybody. Mr. Pig. I'll see y'all later.
Nope.
Excuse me, why are you leaving us here? I thought he was your friend.
I mean, we're best friends. I got things to do.
You don't want to see your best friend?
Best friends will understand.
I'd like to just quietly look through one of my simple quartz stones and look at Leo, and by doing this, if you'll let me touch you with that stone, I'd like to give
Nope.
you guidance. Oh fuck.
You can't touch me.
All right, then no guidance.
Would you like to roll something? Insight, maybe?
No, that was just to help Leo.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Folkvar is not going to let Pigsy walk away. But Leo's doing the talking.
This was all that you needed, was me to get you here, right? Well, here we are.
We also
Here
need
you
your
go.
introduction to
What?
your friend.
Why do you need my introduction? You got all those letters. He'll be like, oh, somebody's here.
Oh, but he'll accept us so much more willingly if we're being represented by his good old friend from childhood.
Best.
I see.
Best friend.
See, now
Best
here's
friend.
I may or may not owe him some money, and I am not prepared to pay.
How much?
An undetermined amount.
I
I
have.
would like to insight that.
What?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see if he's lying. Insight is a +6. That
my
makes
God.
it an 18.
You're the insightful one, are you?
I am. I'm wise.
Oh yeah, he does not owe any money. He is totally lying.
I don't believe you have any debts. At least not to him. But you do owe us a debt. For that sign and for the scene you caused yesterday, so you should introduce us.
Pretty sure I gave you the gold for the sign, and
You only paid one of them properly.
well, because he was being a weirdo.
Oh. Oakvar just, you know what? He's got a metal face. He's metal faced to that comment. That was just business to Folkvar. If you're that insightful, Leo, that was just business to Folkvar.
It doesn't matter. This is just a way to manipulate this guy.
Oh, I'm all for it.
You can make it up to him for that and for calling him a weirdo by introducing us to this Benwick.
What? Okay. How about I take you to the entrance and I get you through the door? How's that?
Into the door through the proper doors of the estate.
And then,
Correct?
and then, no, I just meant through the gate.
No, through the doors of the estate.
Right, the gate. That's what I meant. Yeah.
No, the doors.
The gate. Yep. No, we're talking
Doors.
the same language here. You and I.
No, we're both speaking common, but we aren't saying the same thing. I would like you to get us through the doors of that building, not just through the gate.
His whole body just slumps in like a 90-degree angle towards the ground, and all you hear is a deep sigh. And he's just like, "Fine."
Thank you. And then I will gesture for him to lead the way.
Beautiful.
He doesn't lift his torso from the 90-degree angle, and he just starts walking.
What the
I
hell?
like it.
This reminds me of going down the stairs. No, I'm smart enough not to copy his movements.
So as you guys turn onto this this small, it's less traveled than the main road that you guys have been traveling the last few days, and this one is definitely gnarled with roots, and it's not as light sand and like stone dust as the other ones.
Right.
It is dirt, roots, leaves. The path is definitely not meant for everyday travel.
All right. So just to confirm, I don't see like the divots of carriage wheels being.
No.
Okay.
This is it.
Well, I mean, this is just the entrance. We're almost there. The gate's up ahead.
If it's such a big estate, why is it only a footpath to the entrance?
Well, because this is the back entrance.
You brought us to the back entrance?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't take you through the front entrance. You want us to die? What a weirdo.
What?
Why would that kill us?
Sorry, what? I thought I explained that. No? Oh,
No.
All right, let's continue.
No, you should explain it now.
Explain what now?
Why would we die if we went through the front entrance?
Oh, right. So the Benwick estate is, it comprises of the largest portion of the Spriggan forest out here. So it takes the majority of this half of the Spriggan forest between Haven and Behemoth's Rest, and unfortunately, the entrance to the Benwick estate was at the other side of the forest, which means that it's now teeming with undead because that's where the Behemoth died.
Oh my god. I should respond in
Their
character.
estate's freaking huge, so you can just it's hours away. It's not. a
You
really
didn't
big
think this
deal.
was important information before we set out.
I mean, nobody asked.
Seriously?
Well,
Seriously, what?
I did ask about Spriggans, but I didn't ask about undead, so that's on me. Sorry, everyone.
No, it's not on you. It's on this thing.
The thing.
So,
Besides, you don't have to worry about it. It's not like, the estate is not teeming with the undead. The Spriggan keep the undead away. You don't have to worry about that. It's just the entrance. The entrance got taken. Whatever.
Just draw my sword just in case.
the way you draw your sword, do you handle your sword better than your armor? And I'm not saying you handle your armor badly, but Folkvar has made comments on it fit. It's fit. That's all. So how's the sword in your hand?
As soon as
Unsteady.
as soon as Maria draws her sword, I would like all of you to roll perception.
All right.
Oh, okay. And you said Maria?
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Unsteadily.
Unsteadily. Okay.
Perception, that is a 23 total.
I have a 20 for my perception.
Incredible. 19 total.
Perfect. So you all see movement in the trees, not in a single direction, but all around you.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And Mr. Pig looks to you and runs over to you. He's like, no, you gotta put that away. Put it away. Put it away. Quick. Come on, we're not enemies here. We're here to see Benwick. Put it away. And with those who got a 20 or over, you will see, both of you will see different ones on each side of the path. Maria will see a young Spriggan on the left, up in the trees, made of bark.
Cool.
Complete camouflage. If you didn't see the bow in its hand aiming at you, you would not have seen it. And on the right,
Very cool.
Leo, you see an adult Spriggan
Oh shit.
rising from the bushes. But neither are attacking.
Okay.
Slowly put back the sword.
As you put back the sword, moments of kind of like hesitation pass. Even Mr. Pig and Edgar Shiggs aren't speaking. And the young Spriggan that you saw in the tree slowly disperses right behind the tree. Your entire group is being watched.
Ooh.
Don't like this place.
Does
How
Edgar
do you think I didn't want to come back?
seem distracted?
Weirdly, Edgar seems unfazed.
Oh. Okay.
Leo, the adult Spriggan on your side of the path, though, has not ducked back in yet and is keeping eye contact with you.
Okay. I'm just gonna maintain that eye contact, but I'm not making any hostile movements, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Pig will slowly get you guys to start moving again. All right. As soon as we get to the gate, these guys won't be an issue. They only get up in arms if we look like we're about to get up in arms, okay? So let's keep the party to a minimum.
I have a question, Mr. Pigs.
Yes, by all means, go ahead.
The Spriggans keep the undead at bay from the main entrance, you said, right?
Oh, no, this forest is massive. They keep everybody on the edge of the forest.
So there's no
But yes.
undead in the forest?
Not a single undead in the forest, no.
Because of the Spriggans.
Yes.
Interesting. So the Spriggans are actually working with the Benwick estate.
I'm not really the one you should be asking that question. There is a man named Benwick inside, so I'm sure he can answer that question.
You
a
did
little
work for the estate, though,
better.
didn't you?
And your parents.
At some point in time, my parents did too. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you should know the answer?
Do you have a personal relationship to any of the Spriggans?
That was a long time ago. I don't know.
I have a question.
Yes.
How long ago was it that you worked for the Benwick estate?
About 66 years ago.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's been a long time. Oh, little Benwick, I'm sure he's such a little tyke.
Do I know what race Anthony Benwick is? I'm assuming human.
You don't, unfortunately. You know of the Benwick estate, and you know it's very prestigious, but it does not take part in politics or nobility inside of the capital city. So they haven't really shown their faces in generations.
What?
Okay.
Wow. Is that's general knowledge?
No, because Maria is nobility. So
All right. I will not comment.
I have a bad feeling about this. I have a very bad feeling about this.
as you say this, you kind of round a little bend, and right in front of you is this like wrought iron massive gate with like a sandstone arch going into a gate, or sorry, into a wall that's like sandstone that clearly depicts where the estate starts, and it is just as soon as that wall starts, trees are no longer visible inside the wall.
What is manicured grass?
Manicured grass, hedges, there's a fountain inside. You see that through the wrought iron bars, and there is a massive estate in the
Hmm.
back.
Wow.
Yeah.
While do I see any guards or anything? No need.
Nope, no
Nope,
guards.
No guards.
Just the gate.
Is Pigsy still with us?
Yep.
Mr. Pigs,
Yes.
thank you for taking us this far.
No,
But I have. What's up, Maria?
Leo said he was going to take us all the way to the door, remember?
By all means, if you don't want me to, I can go home now. That's fine with me.
No.
I've got a bar to run.
I very much prefer. In fact, I was wondering if we might be able to go further. I believe there must be a laboratory on this estate.
A laboratory.
Yes. You probably know about it too after working with them for so long. 60 plus years.
No, there's no laboratory on the estate.
Mr. Pigs,
Yes,
you're lying to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no lab on the estate.
Now, I'm going to pull out from my coat, I want to pull out one of the letters and the picture at the same time that has him working with the 8 others in the lab.
Now, which one? There are 2 photos that you have. One
Yeah,
where he's with 5 others,
Yeah,
and one where he's with 8 in the
this
lab.
is the one where he's with 8 others in the lab.
How did you get that photo?
And this is a deception. It came with my invitation to do some very special investigative work regarding minerals, gems, alloys, that sort of thing. So I'm more accustomed to a lab and a workshop than I am a fancy home.
None of that answers where you got that photo.
Oh, it came with my invitation. That's a straight up lie.
Yeah, deception. Roll me, baby.
Oh, fuck. I hope I learned something from Leo. Oh, I learned something from Leo. 18 plus 1, 19. I sincerely hope he's not an insightful little gnome.
He looks you in the eyes, and for the first time, you see something aside from like the strange optimism that he's had this entire time, or the extreme sadness that he's done that has been like almost cartoonish.
Mm-hmm.
And you see kind of genuine disappointment.
Oh.
And he will reach up to attempt to take the photo from you to look at it.
To look at it, but not to like snatch it.
No, he's trying to take it gently.
Of course, I will gently, but I will show it face up so that the others can get a glimpse if they so choose.
Okay.
He will take it and he will look down at it. He brings it down to his chest and he'll look at it. And he'll speak without looking you in the eye.
It's unfortunate that I thought I was making friends, because only a single photo like this exists. And it's back in my room.
If it's back in
I
your...
believe I believe this is as far as I'm going to take you.
And he'll hand back the photo.
How do you know that the original is still not in your room?
I had my suspicions yesterday. I had hoped otherwise. I'm not a stupid man.
To be fair, I never took you as a stupid man. I didn't take you as anything but as you were. I
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault.
I
Don't worry. You can keep the photo. I'm
no
gonna leave now.
no, Mr. Pigs. I have so much curiosity. I I
If your curiosity is
stole
so
your
much
photo.
that you still need an answer, I will tell you right now, there is no lab inside of that estate. That photo was taken somewhere else. I hope whatever job you have with Anthony is worth it.
Wait, please. I know I can't apologize anymore, but if you know I've been in your room's secret area, then I know you came prepared with something to defend yourself or something else. And regardless of that, that means you're not an idiot. You knew what you were getting into. I don't think you might have seen a group of travelers like us in, I guess, a long time seeking Anthony Benwick. Is there a reason you don't want other than me hurting your feelings? The others didn't do this.
He looks from you to the other two, to Cammy, to Edgar, and then back to you. And he's already handed the photo back, but he kind of beckons you in closer. He wants to get up to your ear.
I of course approach without weapons or anything.
And he whispers this into your ear. I send it to you in a message.
I've already read it.
And as soon as he whispers that in your ear, he bows to you and disappears.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I will just stand completely motionless and listen to see if I can hear footsteps.
Nope.
Okay.
I know he wasn't the nicest, or maybe he was too nice, but did you really have to steal from him?
I am sorry, everyone. It was my only lead. I'm not the best at talking with people, especially someone like him, and he seems very kind, but, well, and I'll look around. If he's gone, I mean, take a look at this photo yourselves. There's a lab. He worked with others. Why would Mr. Pigs have a rundown tavern and be belittled by simple employees? Not simple. Nobody is simple. By his worker, like Jesse, when he was of the mind that could participate in research like this. I'll show the others.
Not everyone gets to choose their circumstances in life. Who's to say it was in his control where he ended up?
Oh, not everybody can live in the Night Valley like you and me.
Exactly.
And he said he hadn't worked here in 66 years. It's entirely possible that he went somewhere else where that picture was taken. You shouldn't have assumed that it was here, and you definitely shouldn't have just straight up told him you stole something from him. Oh my goodness.
Well, he was going
did
to
he whisper to
leave. Hold on about the whisper. He was going to leave, and I didn't know if I'd ever see him again. So how was I supposed... He was the only one I could ask about the photo. Was it so wrong?
He already agreed to take us farther before that.
Well, to the estate, but we've already learned something very important. That lab.
Oh yes.
The lab
Yes,
is not...
we definitely learned something important.
Then I would like to share one last thing.
Hold on. Maria and Leo, do you guys take a good look at the photo?
I will not take a good look at it, just a cursory glance.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really want to associate myself with this photo.
Roll me perception. There, Maria. It's gonna be a high DC since you don't really want to associate with it.
Apparently the dice say otherwise. That's a 22.
Nicely done.
The eighth person, the person that was kind of caught unwilling to be in this photo, is looking at something in the back that is outside of frame of the photo. It looks like a young Reagan.
I've never heard that name.
Oh no. How young?
Not super young, maybe 10 years old.
10 years old?
Sorry, 10 years ago.
Okay. Just gonna put her head in her hands. Oh no. Oh.
I knew it.
Right.
I knew there was something on here.
What'd you see?
One of the people in that picture is the one who sent me here.
And that's a bad thing? Do they have a grudge against you?
No. She's one of the 12.
12.
Oh.
12 what? There's only 9 in the photo.
You know, the 12?
Oh!
Talk about them in Night Valley?
I've only read about the exploits, but yes, the 12, of course. Well, Anthony Benwick's connected to the 12.
And if the pig is in that picture, then he might be connected to the 12 as well. And now you've just pissed him off.
Do you think that he is one of the 12?
I would highly doubt that.
Even
Besides,
if he isn't, if he is familiar with them, then he might be more important than just a clumsy gnome instead of the owner of a rundown bar. I mean, this picture is a testament to that. That also means this picture is probably about 10 years old, which means it's definitely much earlier than him leaving this estate.
Well, if that's true, there's one more thing. I can't show you, but I can tell you that Anthony Benwick should be human. And 66 years ago, if that's when Pigsy left, Anthony Benwick would be a white-haired man at this point.
Mm-hmm. Is that what he told you before he vanished?
Not really. He Folkvar starts to fidget. He kind of called me an idiot.
As you guys stand in front of the gate, the gates open.
Oh, that's not ominous at all. Oh, no.
are we going inside then?
Don't think we have a choice in the matter at this point. We've already come so far.
All right, then let's go. And I will take a single step inside the gate.
Okay.
Folkvar knows to stay with the group and a riding lizard, so, okay. I will put the photo and my invitation back in my pocket with the 2 other extra invitations.
Okay. You guys, as soon as you guys get clear of the gate closes behind you, and you're now in this immaculate coif, grass, hedges, a big fountain right in the middle, and behind is, right before the stairs to go up into the estate, is a little spot to be able to put riding lizards. There is already several of them there. There's nobody actually tending to the estate, but there is a figure on the right side of where you would put your riding lizard. Are stairs that go up, turn left, up again to like a platform, and then that's where the entrance to the estate is.
Any guards?
No, but there is a figure by the door. You can't make it out from here.
Okay.
All right, well, come on, Cammy.
As we continue, I'd like to tell you all, I have one thing on my mind at the moment, and it's trying to figure out the other people in that lab. I feel like my strengths would be best by talking to people who are in this lab. Maybe these are all the 12, or parts of the 12, like you all said. So I'm going to just look for signs of lab work or any hidden, possibly hidden lab entrances, or I'll be busy looking around.
We should all stick together.
Yes. Okay.
So where are you guys making your way up to?
You said there's a figure by the door?
Yes.
I believe that's where we should start if we are going to be proper guests.
Are you taking Cammy up with you, or are you going to put her up with the other riding lizards?
With the other
Oh, I
riding
thought
lizards.
Maria had already done that.
Okay. So you put Cammy up. She gets some much needed rest. And you make your way up to the stairs. And standing by the door, I should have prepared this a moment ago, but instead I decided to eat M&Ms.
A delicious retreat.
A delicious retreat indeed. Is this lady standing by the door?
Very cute. Got
Ooh.
some, like, kind of messy brown hair, very full lips, little blue gem pendant.
A practically metallic, like leathery sheen, tight
Yeah.
clothing. Very clean. Very nice. I love the pendant. Wait a minute.
And,
I love the pendant. Folkvar
She
loves
has her
that
arms
pendant.
crossed as you guys get close.
She has her arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Does she look unimpressed or bored?
Bored.
All right. As we approach, I will say, hello. I would assume the estate's been expecting people.
Yes, we've been expecting people for so long. Please tell me that you are actually here for the letter and not to deliver more food or goods.
He is definitely here for the letter, and I'm going to gesture towards Folkvar.
Funny, I do actually have food and goods.
Oh my
You're back
goodness,
in a giant barrel.
that's all I needed. I have had the easiest job for the last 2 years. My predecessor has been waiting 8 years, apparently, for somebody to show up. And I'm the one it happens to. Perfect. My good job goes down the drain. Come with me. I will introduce you.
Wait,
She'll open the
wait,
door
wait, wait,
What?
wait,
abrupt.
wait, wait, wait. This is so
What?
fast.
What? Hurry up.
Your pendant.
What
No,
about
just
It's incredible. May I identify it?
not now.
Uh,
Can we just please go inside?
I can't help myself.
How about, okay, I will allow you to take a look at it as we go. How's that?
Yes. Yes.
And
I
she'll,
think you like shiny things.
I can see that. He is a shiny thing. Come on, move in.
I smile. You somehow see me smile.
Her eyes look you up and down in like fascination as you guys pass.
Nice.
far?
Usually I'm
Yeah,
looked at in
Yeah.
like
That makes sense.
usually I'm looked at in not necessarily fascination, but
Confusion.
confusion. I wouldn't say disregard, but more like not one of us.
Now, take a look and then give it back quickly, okay? Let's just the master's waiting.
Thank you. Yeah, quick investigation.
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
Awesome. Jeweler's tools.
I'll give you advantage because you're a fucking tool man.
Thank you. I'm a jeweler, dude. Okay, 15. 9 plus 6.
That is the DC. This is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Oh my god. All right.
Well,
You
she
have
puts out her hand in your back.
I give it back. You have something special there.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I made it myself.
You made it. Oh. Oh wow. I start stroking my wire metal beard.
Yes, yes. Let's move on. We don't have much time here.
Not much time.
Well, I don't. I'm getting paid by the minute, and you've showed up already, so I'm not sure if he'll be paying me to introduce you or not. So you guys enter the double doors, and the inside, right up to the top, is just absolute library books.
Oh.
Shelves upon shelves of books everywhere. There are desks on like decorating the sides in between hallways that are full of books. Some are open, some are closed. And at the very top, the roof is like a canopy of glass that looks on to the canopy of leaves of the trees over top. And the sun is kind of twinkling through the glass and kind of illuminating this whole area in a very nice basking like orange glow.
Wow.
Leo's
And,
eyes definitely light up at the sight of all those books.
Yeah, it is so many books. It could rival any library.
Oakfar
Amazing.
is stuck.
There are two hallways, one to your left, one to your right. Both of them have doors, but you did see from the outside that they lead to different areas. And then there's like a small 6-step incline to another level that's also just decorated wall to wall with books. That's also, there's a hallway on the left, hallway on the right with doors. And then at the very back is like, the second level. And then there's another 6-step incline to what looks like a research desk, and behind it is a big pane glass window.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an old man sitting at the desk, just rifling through book after book and making notes. Okay.
Alright.
I gotta make an obvious like history check without pulling out the photo. Does it look like
go for it.
does it look like an old Benwick? I mean,
It does not look like the man in the photo.
Okay.
There are resemblances, but it's definitely not the same person.
Exactly. No, that's good.
Okay. Listen, he's not going to know that we're here until we actually get to his desk. So come on, move it. And she's kind of like shepherding you from behind. She's not leading the way. She's like, let's go.
All right. We walk
okay.
up.
Yes. The square root of this has to be. Well, no, that can't be right. Karina! Oh, we have guests. And the old man will step up from his desk and be like, "Oh,
Karina.
I'm pretty sure the food delivery does not come for another day. Are you early? Most of the time you're late." No.
Maria is gonna take a step forwards before Folkvar can try to sell him food.
No worries there. I was just trying to get the name of the woman that he just called her. It was
Karina sounds.
Karina. Thank you.
We're actually here in response to the letters that were sent out.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
We're here in response to the letters that you sent out.
Oh my goodness. 4 adventurers come at a time like this. I was so close to giving up.
I think it's 3. I don't think. Oh, and she'll look at Edgar Shiggs. I don't think he counts.
You'll see that he eyes Edgar Shiggs and then eyes you again and says, he looks perfectly capable. You look back at Edgar Shiggs and he's like licking his lips.
Oh God.
Listen. Oh, come, Karina. You are dismissed. Go back to your office. I'm sure I'll be able to pay you as soon as they return from their trip. Come, we have much to talk about. And he'll kind of point towards the hallway on your left, and he'll lead you the way in.
All right.
If you decide to follow.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll follow.
Karina, exasperated, returns to the opposite hallway and leaves behind a door. So you guys follow this man through the door, down this hallway that leads to another door that opens up into the outdoors, but it's kind of canopied in little arches of stone. And he leads you through, and as you guys walk towards what looks like a greenhouse, he begins speaking. I've been waiting for so long for anybody to agree to this, but it's just no matter what reward I give them whenever they hear the actual content of what I need them to do, most tend to turn away. So I am very, very thankful that you are here to listen to my pitch today. Please come in. And he'll open the greenhouse door for you, and it's like this immaculate tropical plants and trees everywhere that leads into like this nice round table of like china, teacups, and teapots, and there are unseen servants already preparing it for you.
Wow.
Oh yes, take a seat. How rude of me. My name is Anthony Benwick. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And who might you all be?
I am Maria. I come from Brighton.
Oh, Maria. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Maria. I was expecting someone else, but anyone at this point from Brighton will do. What about you 3?
I'll look to Folkvar.
I look to Shiggs. I'm not kidding. Not kidding.
I love it.
And Shiggs is like,
Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Benwick. I am, my name,
I fucking love you, Shiggs.
and I am the leader of this here caravan of team. And,
Oh my god. This is what it's like? This is what it's like to be on the receiving end?
Yes, this is.
I am the leader. You can, obviously, the payment will go straight to me, under my name in case any territory or otherwise will be divided amongst us. And I will get a 75-25 split from everybody else. So I'll speak to you alone.
I immediately, only to do 1 damage, punch him in the kidney.
absolutely. He falls over immediately because he's a toothpick.
Yeah.
That's quite a way to treat your leader.
He does not get all of the reward himself, that we did not agree on the terms.
Oh,
He's also not our leader.
oh.
Well, that's up for
How-
you and him to fight it out, Maria.
How about we sit and have some tea and we'll talk over exactly what it is both parties wish to have out of this agreement. And he'll take a seat.
Before I take a seat, because I know I haven't introduced myself and Leo hasn't, and Edgar just did, I wanted to take that time to make an insight check, because I know that, as we've discussed, this is not Anthony Benwick. But he introduced himself as Anthony Benwick.
What?
Your player thinking is off.
What? No, because I have the photo. I thought to look at the photo.
The photo was a Benwick.
Oh, it was.
A person of the Benwick family.
Oh, the photo wasn't of Anthony Benwick.
Was someone of the Benwick family.
Ah,
That's why I said there were similarities, but it's not the same person.
sorry. Okay, let me change my note to say photo evidence of a.
Oh, did you think I meant like
Benwick.
A as in like the
Yeah, Anthony Benwick.
initial? Anthony. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, it is one of the Benwicks is in the photo.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Yes.
No need to
I can see
insight
the
check.
confusion.
No need to insight check then, because this guy's
Okay.
old and is close enough. He looks about the right age to be like what, 80
Oh
plus.
yeah, that's right.
It's got the long gray hair and beard of a traditional wizard. And some
Very
nice knit green robes.
Oh dang, he looks comfy.
Yeah, definitely comfy. But I guess if you're just sitting around waiting for people, you would want to be comfy.
He does have eyes too. I guess when I took most of these photos, he was blinking. So they're just regular brown old eyes.
But not the best eyesight because he wouldn't notice us until we walked up.
Uh,
Or is he just
no. So he's
so
just
absorbed in his work?
very absorbed.
Okay, then do I see any jewelry on him?
He's got like kind of like this very, very long necklace, but it doesn't seem to be anything significant.
Okay, I will sit. I will take off my barrel. And take a seat.
And the rest of you taking a seat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Edgar will take a seat beside Folkvar, and the unseen servants will start pouring tea. Well, it's very nice to have guests outside of the regular delivery people. Sometimes they make battle with the Spriggans, and then I have to go and speak with the Earth Mother myself, and it's a big thing. So I'm very thankful that you managed to make it without angering them. They've been stalwart protectors of not only my estate, but the lines between Behemoth's Rest and Haven for a very long time. Gaining their ire would have been, well, unfortunate for all parties involved. Now, how is it exactly all of you came upon receiving my letter? I'm assuming it is the letter that you all received.
So you are indeed the Anthony Benwick?
Yes, in the flesh, yes.
I would stand up because I'm small, and I would come over because he's old, and I would extend my hand. It is good to meet you. I am Benwick. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it, Colt. You're a goddamn idiot. Can you just get it right for one goddamn second? You gonna play a smart character and you act like a goddamn idiot. Fudge. I am Folkvar.
Yes, Folkvar, and he'll take your hand and shake it. It is a pleasure to meet you. I've only ever met a single other Warforged, but you are quite the specimen yourself. It is. I will take it upon myself to welcome you to the world of mortals. Unsure how long it's been since you've awakened, but I'm sure it's been quite the ride.
Out of respect of your history and knowledge and research, I would like to impart some wisdom on you, or some knowledge on you.
By all means.
I
am a collector.
I am in fact what I like to call, or I guess Shigs called me at first, a dwarf forged.
A dwarf forged. I see. I will add that to my collection on information about Warforged.
No, I am not a warforged. We may discuss more later.
I see. Well, all right. Go and take your seat, and we will speak about at length about what exactly this transaction will partake for both sides. How do you say? What exactly are you looking for from me? I'm sure you need the details of the mission I need you to do, obviously. But considering I do not wish for your trip to have happened without any kind of reward, should you decide to turn me down regardless, I will listen to some more minor requests, of course, as long as you listen to the content of my agreement. So if there's anything you wish, some food, or perhaps just some time in my library, just ask.
How about we hear out your side and request first, and you might serve myself and my companions something like ale? I could go for a cold.
Tea is fine. I'm fine with tea, thank you.
Tea would be wonderful if you have it.
So 2 teas and 1 ale, yes. And he'll clap, and the unseen servants that were
I'll look at the. Yeah, keep going.
the unseen servants that were serving you tea already take away the teacup that was for Folkvar, continue serving tea for Maria and Leo, and you just see the teacup wander away and then wander back with this mug of ale.
I bow to the mug and then take it, and I look to the others, Maria and Leo, and I just give them a half eye, and I cock my head jerkily, and I'm like, "Is ale not a normal breakfast item for you?"
Oh, no. Not at all.
No.
Ah, well, shall we all enjoy our drinks and listen to the proposition?
All right. Well, I assume nobody else has any questions before we begin.
No, go ahead.
Well, my research, I'm sure you all know, I am the foremost researcher of the great beasts on this continent. Mr. Anthony Benwick, I've spent my entire life researching everything there is to know about the great beasts. And as you know, a decade ago, the behemoth was brought to its knees, defeated upon the plains of Horia, now called Behemoth's Rest.
Raya.
And there its body remains. Now, I have a theory that includes all of the great beasts and the angels alike, but I need to be able to prove it, and in order to prove it, I need a team to venture out to the carcass of Behemoth to search its body for its core.
It's... What?
Its core. My theory is that the great beasts all have a singular core within them because that speak to each other. Whence one went out, the other two hid, so as to keep themselves away from the angels that were attempting to keep them from the mortal plane. The protectors of mortals, as you would say. We need that. If we can get our hands on that core, we can potentially research it enough to gain the locations of the other two. And then we would have no beast would be lurking this planet. We would never have to worry about crossing the mountains ever again. The scourge would no longer be an issue. The waters to the east, the maw of the depths wouldn't at all. Any sailor would have no reason to go out onto the sea. There would be no fear. The economic stability we feel and are absorbing right now, the economic ability to be as rich as we are right now, all the money flowing in, the productivity, the economic stability, all of it would just grow. Right now we are growing because the biggest one was gone, but please, could you just imagine a world where none of them existed and we were only served by the protectors that kept them at bay?
But if the other two are hiding by choice, wouldn't unearthing them just cause more problems? We've reached stability currently.
And that comes in as well. We know how difficult it was to bring down Behemoth in the first place. It took 12 mortals to bring down Behemoth, and who knows what would happen, how many we would need to take down the other two. Of course, it comes with risk, as does anything worthwhile. But even if it comes to the day when we cannot possibly surmount the issues that the Scourge and the Maw bring upon the lands, then the research of the core would help us understand what kind of magics are keeping these beings, unbeknownst to the physics of the world, alive. The understanding is what we need, more than anything.
But
I'm nodding.
you say it like your plan is to try and kill the others.
If all goes well and we are able to, ridding the land of the terrors that beseech us would be ideal. Would you not think so?
And if they're all dead, then do you think that the angels would protect us?
I think at the end of the day, the angels have kept us safe from their attacks all these years. We haven't seen them except for that single time in the capital city. Ever since the terror of the earth, Behemoth, was taken down, the angels have not shown themselves. It's been... You can only come to the conclusion that somehow, if they don't exist, if the great beasts do not exist, then it is a simple assumption to jump to that the angels would be at peace as well.
Have you been contacted by the angels? Ever?
Have I been contacted by the angels ever? I've never spoken with an angel myself, but I did hear secondhand of the time when the last time an angel was spotted in Brighton.
And that was at
7 years ago.
7 years
7 years
ago.
ago, yes.
Mhm.
Young lady knows her stuff.
Maria, that is 3 years later than the behemoth's death.
That angel appearing caused a lot of deaths in Brighton.
Yes, regrettably it did. That is, however, the only piece of information that we have of the angels that says that they are not here to protect us. And all of the information that we have of that event, we're saying that what happened was not a purposeful event. It was merely its presence that caused the calamity, how deplorable it happened to be.
Is that not similar to the chaos that just the sheer presence of the great beasts has?
Well, in the long term, the great beasts, their mere presence caused fear among trade routes because you never know when they are. For
Of
example,
course.
when you never know when they're going to strike. But the angels, they have only ever appeared to steer them away from larger hubs of mortals. The only time ever that we have recorded where that was not the case was 7 years ago. So we are only, it is an easy assumption to come to that that was merely an outlier, an accident, if you say.
You do enjoy your assumptions, though.
Well,
So-
the assumptions are merely theory. I need the ability to look into them, do more research, to associate theory with fact, and having the core of Behemoth would aid me in that process.
I don't think that is a proper theory. If the only recorded time that the angels have caused calamity like this was after the death of Behemoth, don't you think that might have been the reason why that this calamity occurred? Why the angels' perception of us have changed?
Well, unfortunately, that seems to be the only instance of it. If their perceptions of us have truly changed, then why was it only a single instance and only a single angel who showed themselves upon that day? Why not have all of them show up at every mortal dwelling at a single time and wipe us all out? If their perceptions of us have truly changed, then they have no reason to make it so painfully small and slow. And it seems as though 7 years have passed since the last one, and we have not seen or heard of an angel since. So it is reasonable to assume that they are, at least on our side, especially considering the last several hundred years of recorded incidents with the angels was at the side of mortals against the great beasts.
But the angels never attacked the great beast, correct? They
No, they
only
did not.
steered them away?
This is also a part of the research that we have done. If an angel went up against a great beast, for example, say the behemoth attacking Haven, say Rasfael showed up to deter the great beast, they mostly went to deter because if they went up one-on-one, it is most likely that the angel would perish. They are better suited towards magic. It is simply putting a wizard up against a fighter. If that makes sense. If they went head to head, the output would be detrimental. But deterring them is much easier than it is killing them. If that makes sense.
So every other angel sighting before the calamity 7 years ago and Behemoth's death, angels were only sighted steering the beasts away from large
Mortal dwellings. Yes,
mortal
that
dwellings,
is correct.
but only large ones, right?
Even small ones. There have been, while less often, there have been smaller mortal dwellings that have suffered from an attack, say at a port, similar to Haven, has been attacked by the mob before, and has gotten the protection of the angels to deter it away. Especially the Maw and the Scourge, while they are not as sheerly powerful as the Terror of the Earth, the Behemoths, it is surely they are within their own elements. It is difficult for an angel who is not as just specifically powerful and not within their own elements to take them on one-on. They do their best to mitigate damage and deter them as much as possible. It is like putting a toddler up against their sibling. You do what you can to mitigate what you can, but you know you can't stop it completely.
How many angels have you met?
As far as my research goes, I have never met one, but there are believed to be 6.
Okay.
Mr. Benwick,
Yes.
I have a question. What relation do you have with the 12?
The 12. I am unfamiliar with this term. What is the 12?
The group that took down Behemoth. What association do you have with them?
Oh, yes, with the heroes. Yes, I was the one who directed them on how to ultimately defeat and bring down Behemoth before they left.
Oh, but you weren't there when they performed the act? You didn't get...
Unfortunately, I was not. I am, as you can see, a bit frail. I cannot take on such a burden myself, and the 12, as you call them, were peak beings of their chosen groups. Specimens I could not hope to hold a candle to, but thankfully my knowledge of the great beasts was good enough.
How do you plan to study this core if someone retrieves it for you?
Well, I hope to bring it to the Wizard's Tower, not too far from Brighton, just north of the Colosseum, where the triplets reside, to have them look it over, and I would obviously assist.
The triplets? Are the triplets of the 12?
Yes, they are.
Could I please have their names again?
I don't believe I gave them the first time, but absolutely, I can.
Well, I can't recall them from my readings.
I see. So the eldest of the triplets is Noah Stone. The younger, fiery brother is Ben Stone, and the younger one is Eli Stone. The Stone brothers, the triplets, as they are named as a moniker.
Are they all dwarves?
No, actually. As far as I know, they are a being that I've not seen several times before. They are how do you pronounce it? A Kalashtar?
I have another question.
Yes, by all means.
Do you remember one of the heroes that went by the name of Titania?
Yes, of course. The leader of the 12. I believe her moniker now is Titania, but her true name is Reagan? Yes? Reagan Morris, I believe.
She was the one who sent me.
And he puts his hands together, clapping. True, genuine smile on his face. Oh, it's about time one of them got back to me. I know she was the correct one to ask. It has been so long, I promised them that I would not trouble them with more research into the great beasts after they took down the behemoth for me, but it has just been so long and no adventurers would come to my doorstep to take on the job, so I decided to reach out. Of course, she would be the one. Yes. Thank you very much for taking on the job.
She's going to look down at her tea.
Something
She was
wrong, Maria?
No, fine.
Well, how about I come across the harder part of why this the content of my mission for you has been so difficult for others to accept. It is because the area now known as Behemoth's Rest has now become a haven for the undead. It is, while unfortunate and dangerous, it is my utmost duty as a researcher to get my hands on that core. So I have been reaching to anybody who has been able to travel by themselves throughout the roads. As we all know, it's very difficult to travel on your own. But you all came across a letter, one way or another, and you should be able to handle yourselves among the undead. And to be able to get that core for me, that would be much appreciated. Obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer to the best of my ability before you give me your answer.
This, the Behemoth's core, from what I read, I'll take a little swig. Behemoth is quite an extraordinarily large being. Its core, what might you expect us to need to retrieve it? I don't mean dealing with undead. I mean, well, in the mines, we'd need team effort sometimes to get some of the gems out that larger than myself.
Oh, I see. Well, Considering I haven't been able to go myself, I have been able, however, to indoctrinate or incorporate some of my own surveillance. So it seems as though the body of Behemoth was created from the roots, trees, mosses of the earth itself. So
Whoa.
it didn't really have a skeletal cage of some sort. It didn't really have meat upon its bones. So its body has incredibly quickly become part of the land itself. Its opening, its chest cavity where its chest would have been, has opened to reveal the core. It's just, I cannot get to it because of all the undead. It should be
So
rather
you've-
easy to actually just walk up and take it, assuming that you can get past all of the undead that will be there on your way there, and the undead that will reemerge on your way back.
So you've had a sighting of the core.
Yes, absolutely.
And what does it look like?
I didn't get a very good look, but from what I could see from the sky, it was an orb about the size of a kickball that the children will kick around in the streets of Brighton, and it looks to be made of some sort of red glass. For something so large, it seemed as though there may have been more than one, but it did not seem as though that was the case. It seems to be some sort of condensed ancient magical item. I do not know exactly what it is, but whatever it is sure to be incredibly powerful. So make sure that should you take on the request, I will make sure to give to you an ability to take it back without hurting yourself, or it.
That would be important. Important to take care when handling dangerous magical stones of any kind.
So, what do we say?
How many before us have attempted this and failed?
0. Absolutely 0.
So no one else was fool enough to take the job.
Nobody else was perhaps not fool enough, but nobody was brave enough to take on the undead. It seems to as though the rumor has taken a mind of its own upon the economic rulings, saying that the undead are the scourge of unbeatable undead. But I tell you now that is not the case. They are just numerous, but dealable for people who can handle themselves. Unfortunately, my knowledge does not do much damage. The aforementioned undead are being led by a band of what we call Valkyries. Now, normally Valkyries are underneath angels as we know them to be, but these Valkyrie do not answer to the angels 6.
How do you know that, though?
Simply because the Valkyries have spotted my so-called surveillance several times. I've had multiple a conversation. They are incredibly hostile. I would not recommend. Now, I can see it upon your faces that this is not exactly information that will make you want to take the job. How about I sweeten the deal? How about we talk about what the reward will be? As I said in the letters, it is a blank check. Ask for what you want. If it is within my power, it is yours.
This is quite a bit to process at the beginning, but I would say, could I rest on it?
Yes, I will have Karina prepare the guest room for you, assuming the rest of your party would like to stay as well.
Would be an upgrade from yesterday.
Yes, absolutely. Lunch will be prepared in no time at all. I will have Karina prepare the guest rooms. By all means, take the night to think about your options, explore the mansion, explore the estate as much as you want. I will say the front entrance is a little bit more dangerous as there is constant fighting. However, that is several hours of travel throughout the estate to get there, so we are safe here. The Earth Mother has assured me that their front line has not been broken ever since the undead appeared.
Are you, by chance, a wizard yourself? You speak of the Earth Mother. I have lived in the Earth, but have not been contacted by an underground spirit.
No. I do not mean the Earth Mother as in the spirit of the Earth. I mean the Earth Mother as in the mother of the Spriggan.
Oh, you communicate with the Spriggan?
Of course. We have been in discourse between the Spriggan community and my family for several generations.
Wow. Is that why
else
they've...
do you believe they leave our estate alone? even though we are in the center of what would amount to the Spriggan Forest.
To be fair, I thought there was probably some hard-fought conquest long ago to clear this part of the land, and now it's a contentious, we don't fight you, you don't fight us thing.
No. There was an agreement, a Spriggan, an adult Spriggan, and my mother, many generations ago, became intimate, and whether their intimate relationship resulted in our family gaining favor, or however that happened, well, it's too raunchy for me. So, being a researcher, I'll leave it at that. We have their favor, and we have this area.
All right, Mr. Benwick, let's get to some brass tacks.
Yes, name your price.
Well, I didn't actually mean a price. I meant, how did you instruct the 12 to kill Behemoth?
Well, I first told them of its weak point, which was the cavity just below the core. At the time, the core was merely a theory. I had no way of proving that it existed, but once they struck at the cavity, it as soon as they struck with necromantic magic, they managed to wipe the cavity open and have the necromantic magic strike at its hips as well to make sure that it could not move any longer. Once it was down, they have decided to otherwise incapacitate it, and it fell silent after a while, and the magic that had sustained its body had been turned to nothing.
So once the core took necromantic damage, it
ate away at the limbs, yes.
So it destroyed it from the inside out.
That seems to be the case, yes.
But the core is still actually undamaged.
That seems to be the case, yes.
Well, I can't speak for the others, but I'll do what I can to help.
Yes. Thank you very much. I knew one who was recommended by Titania would be nothing but a boon. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And of the other two, I can provide whatever it is you like. The sooner the better for my research. Obviously, this is for the betterment of mortal kind.
I turned to Maria. Maria, you said that you were sent here by the leader of the 12, Reagan Morris?
Mm-hmm.
Titania, which do you prefer?
I don't care.
Oh, all right. Well, we know where she is, I assume. I don't know where the Colosseum is, where the triplet Kalashstars are. Where's the Colosseum?
That would be unimportant.
Okay.
Yes, the triplets will be helping me with my research. They are currently up near the Colosseum, but as soon as I have the core, your job is finished.
Oh.
He just wants us to deal with the hordes of undead for him.
Now, I need a moment to think.
Yes, absolutely. How about we meet again in half an hour when lunch is ready? By all means, you may explore, and I will see you again at the lunch table.
I look over to Shiggs and I say, I think that would be wonderful. I think Shiggs is already missing the sunlight. He's pressed against the glass. It was so clean.
I just, you know what it does to my skin, and I look so good.
But now you're making it all, what is it, oily? Now the window there's an impact of your body and face on the window, Shiggs.
I don't know what it does. It's just, it's natural.
Yes, by all means, take your time. I will see all four of you, hopefully, in the next half hour to 45 minutes.
That sounds wonderful, thank you.
He will get up and excuse himself.
As will I.
Oh, what mess have I gotten myself?
Maria.
You could
Oh.
always go home.
No. If someone such as Titania is willing to believe in someone like you, Maria, I would like you to stay on the team. Although I yet have to decide if this is worth it.
Well, it doesn't seem very worth it to me.
What do you
And
want?
Leo's gonna stand up.
Yes, I'll follow you outside.
What's wrong with him?
I'm gonna start walking towards the library. You asked me a question, Folkvar?
Yes. What is it that you could want?
To not die, first of all. Keeping my life would be preferable.
Always a good option.
I am not like Maria and I suppose yourself, Folkvar. I am not predisposed to adventure, you would say.
What about this location? You could probably ask for a permanent residence on this property. It seems safer than anything I've witnessed.
Until the undead break through.
But Anthony seems quite comforted by the Spriggan allies.
I don't know if I can fully trust Anthony.
What is your insight?
His research feels so flawed. He's blinded by utmost faith in the angels, that they're here to save us. What if they're here to shepherd the great beasts? And by killing one, we've angered them.
An interesting prospect.
Do you believe faith to be a bad thing, Maria?
All I know is that 7 years ago, my grandfather was one of those who died at the hand of that angel.
May I know your grandfather's name? I would carve it into a stone for you.
I can do that myself.
Then, Maria, is there something you want badly enough to risk your life on this errand, regardless of the larger potential consequences?
Commander Reagan to Tanya promised me a letter of recommendation to the Colosseum to join the Royal Knight if I helped her.
Oh.
Do you trust Commander Reagan?
I do. I did. I don't know anymore.
What is special about the Royal Knights to you, Maria? I unfortunately have not read much about them.
The knights themselves, they don't mean that much as opposed to the guard, the city. But it's tradition for a noble family to have a knight amongst the Royal Knight.
Is Titania not your family? Is she not a knight?
No, she's just the commander of the city guard to me.
She doesn't treat you like family?
She's not family.
Ah, so are you here on behalf of your house then?
Guess you could say that, guess.
Well, I wouldn't put it past you to consider that an errand of this level of difficulty or impact on the world would not go unrecognized. I think you could definitely fulfill your want for recognition, but it would definitely put you at risk.
Here, neither hardship nor darkness. For my family's name, I'm going to do it.
Regardless of what help you have?
Help would be nice.
I would like to be very blunt with both of you. I can't stop thinking about the gem that lies inside the beast, or its corpse, so to speak. I greatly want to know its origin and its potential and its power, but not to utilize it, per se. I've always been drawn to gems. I'd say it's my specialty, but that's through practice. I really am just drawn to them. And if this core, so to speak, well, if it's like a ball, like Benwick said it was, then it sounds like, at a very basic level, it was manufactured, not just pulled from the earth, so to speak, raw, uncut, like this. And I will show the diamond in the rough that I use in my component pouch. No, it takes a lot of care, effort, and quite a bit of arcane protection to really pull the magic from a stone. So there's definitely something in my mind greater than just the beasts.
Well, then it seems like the both of you have made up your minds.
For better or for worse.
I'm just going to confer with Shiggs outside and hear him. I don't, out of character, I don't actually have to talk with Shiggs, but that's up to you. I'm going to spend some time out in the daylight and doing a few tests on Shiggs's secretions.
You guys split up, or does Maria and Leo still hang out for the rest of this?
No, I'm headed to the library.
Okay. And Maria, what are you doing?
She's just gonna sit and think for a little bit. At some point, she'll probably also head back to the library, but not really to read anything.
Okay. Leo, what are you looking for in the library? Is there something specific, or are you just browsing?
I think I would start out just browsing. Yeah, I would start out just browsing. I'm not sure what kinds of books are here, so.
And where are you browsing specifically? Like the shelves in the main hall? Are you checking the table? Are you checking his research desk?
I would leave his desk alone.
Okay.
I would be checking just what shelves does he keep maybe closer to his desk?
So the closer you get to his desk, the more populated the shelves become of materials on the great beasts.
I'll just keep walking through the stacks, just looking at the different books.
So you pass a bunch of different titles like Witnessing the Terror of the Earth, Behemoth Day 1 to Day 1000.
Oh, no way. That's a hell of a title. Oh my god.
The Steps of the Goliath, the Torment of the Seas, and then you start seeing things like Af's Sovereignty, the Genesis of Barakiel, the Ballad of Rasfael, and similar other ones.
I'll pick up that last one.
The Ballad of Rasfael
Yeah, that's the angel that appeared in Brighton, correct?
is the one, yes.
He's the one that appeared 7 years ago, right?
Yes.
But
yeah.
isn't he also
Yes.
didn't he also just tell us, Benwick just tell us that Rasfael is the leader of the Six? Or is it
No.
just that he was the one at the calamity?
He's just the only one that appeared within the last 10 years.
Oh, so okay, because the others all disappeared once the behemoth died.
Mhm.
Right, but they were common across the world before then, because
No,
all
they only
three.
appeared where the great beasts were.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start reading that one, and I'll read through it until I'm called to lunch or until I am interrupted.
And what was the calamity of Brighton?
Keith can tell you that while I type something.
I might not have this entirely correctly, but 7 years ago, when the angel appeared, its radiance corrupted people, or made it so that the people who were touched by it suffered slow, painful deaths.
Oh my god.
Anybody who witnessed her
Mhm.
became any food or water they would attempt to touch or ingest would turn to dust. So they would slowly starve and kill themselves.
Became cursed with unquenchable.
I would not say it like that. You're gonna confuse yourself.
This is just for fun. Unquenchable thirst and everlasting hunger and leading to suicide. Or is that wrong? It's like literally turned to dust is what you meant.
literally turned to dust.
That witnessed her became cursed with dust to mouth syndrome. That's what we're calling it.
That's not.
It's fair. Became cursed with
Alright,
dust to mouth
got it.
syndrome,
That is-
comma, leading to mass suicide. And this may be technical, but when witnessing her, does that mean sight, or did she have a trumpet that she blew, or like what?
Does have a trumpet. She did not blow it that day though.
Okay, so witness means
Just her presence.
her presence. So anybody that was within her presence.
You would have had to lay your eyes upon her for her specifically.
Oh, so it was witnessed her. That witnessed her presence. Interesting. And is there a good memory of the fact that she had a trumpet? Like, is that common knowledge?
It's not many know the reason.
Right, I'm just talking about the physical.
Yes, people could see that she had a trumpet.
Oh, okay. That's all the questions I had. I know that the beast disappeared after 10 years ago with the death of the behemoth, but I'm just curious if the angel was there and no one saw the scourge, Ziz.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, he's still typing. I'm getting all the knowledge because
I'm
I'm
pretty
reading
sure.
the books.
There's no documented appearance of Ziz on that day. After all,
No documented appearance of Ziz on that day.
I thought so. And Ziz would be absolutely massive, so cloud cover wouldn't matter.
Ziz blocks out the sun.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so it wasn't like the sky darkened and then the angel appeared.
No.
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 Got it.
Are you looking for this information? Because I gave you that information, even though you shouldn't know it, unless you were looking through books like Leo is.
I would absolutely be asking these questions to...
Maria?
Yeah, sorry, Maria.
Leo was there.
She's the one that I've been asking about the calamity.
she's definitely not going to give you that much information on the subject because it was 7 years ago and very traumatizing.
Oh, then might I ask, you were there? You were part of it?
My home is in Brighton, so yes.
I apologize, I just wasn't sure because you're not affected with dust to mouth syndrome, so
Please don't call it that.
I would be happy to call it something else. You must have lost a lot. Were you in the city at the time? That's the only thing I wish to ask.
Yes, I was. I'm going to go take a walk.
I don't stop you. The rest of the information I would have to go get from the library.
Okay.
But I would probably walk in and see Leo reading
Book about the thing that you
a
want.
book about the thing that I want.
If he comes up to me, I'm just gonna hand him the book and then continue looking around.
If you're cool with that, I would happily speed read.
The one that Leo was reading?
Yeah, so the information we just shared is actually shared.
Well, this is also what you're getting for
Oh.
reading. I just
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a picture of an old man. Ah, oh, that's why you were typing. Also, I totally got the name wrong. I put Rasfael, like Rasfaeyel.
It's because I said Rasfael. I meant Israfel is what her name is.
You are the worst DM I've ever encountered.
I'm sorry.
How dare
awesome
you
of
give...
you.
I know, I'm comparing you against me too, and I'm the worst.
Are you?
Yeah, all of my campaigns have lasted 2 sessions.
Yeah, your campaign stopped.
All right, I'm gonna correct this Rasfael information. Does it matter the author of the book? Is it Benwick himself?
Sorry, say again?
Author of the book? Is it Benwick?
Of the book that you're reading right now?
Yeah.
No, the author of that book is, hold on.
Benwick has written all the books in this library.
Well,
He cites himself as the key source for all of them.
that's what I was thinking.
I just sent you the name.
Thank you.
Maria's gonna go back out to Cammy.
Okay. Cammy is asleep. There are a few other riding lizards along the area where you parked. She has been, it looks like there's been a bucket of feed, like meats and stuff that has been
Wonderful.
put next to her.
That's good. She needed that.
She's just gonna pat her a couple of times before collecting her stuff, because right now she needs something to distract herself with, and that something is tinkering.
Nice.
So she's gonna find some quiet, secluded spot and then go back to tinkering on her armor.
Eventually, Karina will be coming up to both Cammy and Maria. I don't mean to keep you, or sorry, to bother you. You seem busy, but lunch will be served. I can't believe I'm being used as a maid, but lunch is being served.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. And she will walk away back inside. Whether or not you needed directions, she apparently did not care. And an unseen servant with a pot and pan comes up to both Leo and Folkvar and starts hitting it to get their attention. Ting, 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 ting.
I'm gonna quickly flip through whatever remains of this book, like skimming it, to see if there's anything else. Because I picked up another book after giving mine to Folkvar. And then I'll put it down and I'll look at the noise.
It looks like there's another unseen servant next to him with what looks like a cork board with a note on it that says dinner is served. Or sorry, lunch is served.
I will start walking towards them. I will look to Folkvar to make sure he is following.
Unfortunately, I'm not. This is just because the sound of metal pans and tinkering and stuff. Not Maria's tinkering, but it's just so common for me to have to try to concentrate in a metal shop.
Then I will see that he hasn't responded and say, Folkvar.
Ah, yes. Hello, yes.
I point at the sign.
Oh, I could use some food. Is Karina here?
No.
No, okay. I will go to lunch.
You guys head back to the same area that he served tea at, and it's like a smorgasbord of like hand sandwiches and other small things like that. You're not getting like a full meal, but there's so many like finger foods that it'll definitely work out to eat your fill, and have a conversation as well. And Anthony Benwick is already seated.
Food smells edible this time and looks edible.
It smells amazing.
Oh, okay.
Just absolutely coated in the garnish.
I think these garnishes are real.
Yeah, these garnishes are probably not, the black moss scraped from the wood banister or something. Yeah, and as soon as he sees you, he like gets up from his chair and he beckons you over. He's like, yes, come, take a seat. I hope you had a little bit of time. I realize it wasn't a long time, but I hope you enjoyed yourself anyway. Come, take a seat. Let's have some lunch.
I will sit down.
And Maria and Folkvar?
Mm-hmm.
I make sure to seat Shig's first because he needs me to tuck his chair in.
Aw.
I mean, he's stronger now, but he's still a stick.
So, first off, help yourself. What kind of consensus have we come to? I realize it wasn't very much time. So the first offer to have more time to think about it is obviously on the table, but you must understand, I am a researcher, and time is of the essence, as I am getting old.
I've started eating, so I can find my words.
He's not like, he kind of also begins eating. He's not expecting an answer out of any of you immediately. He obviously understands that it's lunchtime, we're eating, the conversation will follow up whenever it needs to.
Maria is going to look towards Leo.
What is her expression saying?
It's, I don't know exactly how to describe it. Nervousness, waiting to hear, because she's planning on going, but she doesn't know. The only one she doesn't know about is Leo.
Leo is going to look at her with understanding. He's going to look down for a moment, close his eyes, and have an inaudible sigh before he opens them again and looks at the old man across the table. I believe we will all be taking your job, but we all want different rewards.
Ah, wonderful. What will the rewards be? Speak your mind. Whatever it is, if it's within my power, I will grant it.
Folkvar, you first.
Well, I would like to explain first, but actually, Leo, this may come across rude. You said that you could bandage up others, but I don't think you have any understanding of how to help me if I were to be in mortal danger. So, do you mind demonstrating some skill? I've seen Maria demonstrate some of her skill. She could help me, and I can help anybody, of course. This is not a one-way thing. But you seem learned. You are able to read. It is very good. A fine quality indeed. But
You really need proof, Folkvar.
we are accepting a dangerous activity. Yes.
I will rummage in my bag, and I'm going to pull out another sort of bag. Well, it's like a leather wrap thing, and unwrap just the top of it. Take out a book, and I am going to say, Folkvar, you like books. This is mine. And I am just going to hold it out to him so he can read the front of it. It is a surgeon's journal. Now, you never answered my question about what your other parts might be. So I still might not be able to help you.
Do you mind just telling me? It looks like that journal's been very well taken care of. I can't put a date on it. Is this a recent quality of yours, or are you practiced?
I'm going to open it and just flip through the pages quickly, and he's going to see that the pages, some of them are dog-eared. There's notes in all of the margins everywhere. Like, this is a very well-used book.
Wow. And you've put it into practice?
I'm going to put it away. I wouldn't have notes if I wasn't practiced.
I gesture to the giant library that we're in. I'm afraid lots of people make notes when they don't practice, such as our host, generous as he is, Mr. Benwick. He was never the one to actually slay the beast.
Who would I be if I didn't practice? Nobody knows these beasts like I do.
What are you practiced at?
Well, not adventuring, if that's what one was asking.
That is exactly what I was targeting, though. I would love to be joyous with you, but your research helped aid. It led to the destruction of the beast, but you were not the one there destroying it. Am I correct?
Yes, but knowledge can also itself be a tool.
Oh.
So what are you practiced in? Reading? Alone?
The application of theory to real world, I would assume, would be the most eloquent way of putting it for an adventurer's title. But far be it from me to intrude upon your conversation. I will not be accompanying you, as you already know, so my qualifications are off the table.
You're the one sending us on this mission. Your qualifications are very much on the table.
Well, I believe I have already told you what my intentions are here.
You have. However, Folkvar apparently needs much convincing from everyone around him, yet he refuses to divulge even promised information.
Can you please openly remind me of the promise?
You promised if I entertained one pig goblin that you and ask his questions, ask your questions to him, that you would answer my questions about you. You still have not.
It's at this point Folkvar will stand up politely on his chair because he is small. And he will remove the metal, the smith's leather apron that goes up to his neck and down past his knees. And you will see for the first time, unless, of course, you saw it somehow before, that he has, at first glance, without being able to get a better angle, he does in fact have a beating heart, a dwarven heart. And you can see it through, there's like a triple across from almost to his neck down to his waist. There is a triple large gash in the metal, as if it was torn by a great beast. Not the great beast that we've all been talking about, but just a triple gash. And because there's only a very, very, very dim red glow in there, you can pretty much only make out the heart. If you roll perception, I'll give a difficulty check with DM's permission in order to see what other organs you might.
Yeah, run with it.
I'd like to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna say, how well lit is it? It's lunchtime. It's noon. We have sunlight in the room.
A greenhouse.
We're in a
so it's very
greenhouse.
light.
All right, it's still unique, so I would say DC 15. Is that how does that sound for perception? Or yeah, perception. It is.
I do
it
not
is dark.
I do not make that. I had a 10 total, but
Do you have dark
will
vision?
you will see, yes, but you will see Leo's eyes widen, and he looks satisfied.
And I also turn to Maria and I say, Maria, with what you showed with the sign work before and the tools that you use, I think you and I might be able to work together on your armor and possibly my body with the help of Leo. And if Leo is such a practiced surgeon, we might in fact grow together more than just what walking through some undead could form in terms of bond. I might have found a few companions that I never had access to in the mines. Not you, Edgar. Edgar, you've been there since the beginning. Just, I know you've been talking to yourself this. You know what? Why am I interrupting you? You're talking with Anthony. I'm sorry.
No, he's eating.
Oh,
It's not his fault.
Oh, right. He always eats my food too. You're right.
Mhm.
He's always eating, but he's such a stick. That's why I have to eat so much too. We both eat a lot. It's just what we do. I know that both of you should actually communicate with Edgar over time, but if you don't, I mean, I've been trying to fix and better myself. I am mortal, unlike the Warforged.
Thank you, Folkvar. You can sit down now.
Oh,
Now, as for your reward, what was it that you would like?
I would like the Great Beast's core.
I wish for the core that I am sending you on to get for my research. That is what you wish to have.
You will take me on as a research assistant, and when you are done with the core, I would like the
yes.
remnants.
I see. Absolutely. Yes, I can do that 100%. That will be yours. Upon your return, I will hold up my end of this bargain.
Before you accept, I raise my hand, you must also tell me, as a beforehand payment, so to speak, 50 up front, 50 after, why is Mr. Stinky Pigs no longer part of the research team?
He looks bewildered. Who is Mr. Stinky Pig?
I'm looking at Leo, because for some reason I get the feeling that Leo's quite been able to pick up on people's emotions better than me.
Yeah, I will definitely insight check this man who doesn't know Stinky Pig. That would be a 24. Does he know him?
Oh
He
my
has
god.
no idea who Stinky Pig is. He's never heard the name before in his life.
Folkvar, I believe
maybe
Stinky Pig may have been lying to us.
Do you recognize the name Zinri?
How do you know that name? His face darkens.
I look to Leo.
Obviously, he knows that name. How do you know that name? What is that name?
It is sensitive information.
I have that information, and our lives are on the line.
And this is your payment.
To take me on as a research assistant?
Yes, upon return. But this is the upfront payment. This is all I will give if I answer this question.
To me. This is upfront payment to me.
No, to your group. You understand I am breaking many a taboo.
I have to look to Maria and Leo. And I say out loud, I will not speak on prepayment on behalf of the others.
You are the only one who asked for a 50% upfront. The other two will still get what it is they desire, but nothing before.
I will rescind my offer if either of you have needs. That's to Maria and Leo.
My only need is for a weapon, so I believe I could acquire that elsewhere if this is information you really need, Folkvar.
I can forge you one.
I look to Maria.
I suppose.
Maria, I don't want to force you into anything. And I look to Leo. Leo, Maria seems to be lacking resolve. What if this is not the best case for her?
I'm not lacking in resolve.
I apologize.
You're resigned.
I suppose I am.
Wait a second. Maria, is it because this is, as you might say, a subject that is close to the heart?
What?
Dealing with the great beasts.
No, it's not that. But I'm just, I didn't admittedly come here expecting a reward from you, sir.
Child, I would not underestimate the mind of that Titania. She was not the general of the human forces at her young age for no reason. She definitely knows that you will not be leaving here without a reward from me as well.
Maria, if I might also say, we've known each other a short time, but business is business, as they say, and you should never be trying to do anything for free.
There is also no
God.
reason to be asking for your reward right now. When you come back, make what you want known to me, and I will make it happen with the swift of a griffin upon the wind. There is no need to take the moment to rashly suggest something you wish as a reward that you don't truly wish for. If you need the time, then by all means, come back after the mission and let me know then. No pressure.
There is something.
And what is that, young lady?
There's someone who I'd like to see again.
Oh, and who might that be?
My older sister, Margaret.
Ah, yes. I knew the first time I saw you, you were the younger. Not many noble shifter families around. I will see what I can do. She is, quite the wily one, but I have my ways. Unfortunately, the location of a person who wishes not to be found is, how you say, more difficult than a guarantee. So, while I will tell you that I will do all in my power to do so, she is quite skilled. So I cannot propose a guarantee, but should I come up empty, then I will allow you to change your wish. How does that sound?
All right.
All right. My resources are at your disposal. Now, back to the matter at hand. Mr. Folkvar.
Yes.
Is this agreement the agreement? If I tell you this information as your upfront reward, there is no going back.
If you tell me this information, I would not go back, but if I surprise you with something, will you be able... Okay, yeah, sorry. Just yes. After this, we will continue the conversation and see where it leads. I think this is the right choice.
As long as you do not regret it. What I am about to tell you you four, is something that you must keep to yourselves. Only tell to trustworthy souls. I am at a loss for how else to continue my research, and thus I am bending the knee to you in this moment. But I am letting you know, this information, should it be widespread, will not be good in the long run. And he waves a hand, and an unseen servant comes in through the door with a book. So you four know of the 12, correct? You know of the the candle in the night, the hand of the Raven Queen, the hedgehog, Saintess, you know all of them, correct?
I will get a compiled list after this.
If I were to tell you that it was in fact not the 12, but the 13, what would you say?
I would say it was you. You're the 13th. I knew it all along. You fool. I could see it through you.
Oh.
Can I like reach over and bonk him on the back of the head?
Yes, you may. You just hear
while you
dong.
while you asked me before this exact question, I am not one of the 12. However, and he'll take the book. As it gets closer to the table, you realize that it's a photo album. This Zinri was the 13th.
Oh.
And he'll open it up to a page that has all 13 of them and him inside of his mansion before they left. That's her in the middle on the bottom. And he'll point her out. She was the youngest of the group. And despite all attempts, she lost her life to the behemoth.
Oh.
She was the only one.
Poor one for her.
She was the only one to fall at the hands of the great beast. But the win was much needed for mortal races, and thus she was erased from the annals of history. Was that the correct decision? Morally? Absolutely not. But the mortal kind needed an absolute victory. And with it came prosperity. If they understood that one of the heroes sent to the behemoth was ultimately killed in the fight, most fear that it would bring about an unsteadiness among the populace, an unsteadiness that would lead to distrust and more fear. It was ultimately the absolute win that we had against Behemoth that has brought us to where we are now.
May I ask a question?
Yes. And he'll close the photo book and hand it back to the unseen servant.
Yes.
First,
is Zinri her full name?
Her name is Zinri Atel, if I remember correctly.
Thank you.
A young monk from the Mordoon volcano.
What? Mordoon volcano? History check? I know as a player, you told us about the volcano and its inhabitants. Would I have read about them?
No.
Okay.
Their inhabitants don't generally inhabit books.
I've never heard of
Like,
someone
books about them.
descending from a volcano.
Yes. There is a monastery not too far from the peak of the volcano that specializes in training very well combated monks, and she was their foremost trainee. And the poor girl fell. Even the Saintess could not bring her back.
The Saintess. So she could not be brought back through any known magical means. And I'm fingering the diamond in my pouch. I look to Leo.
Leo looks very unimpressed with all this. Not bored, unimpressed.
Leo, do you believe you could have saved Zinri?
What?
You seem unimpressed.
No, I believe that the people probably should have known that this was the truth. I say that while looking at Anthony.
You and I are of a sound mind. I was also in agreement. Unfortunately, it was not my decision. But the negotiations were made between the monastery itself and the leader of the party, Titania, who, while an intelligent young woman herself, as vehement as she was to keep the memory of Zinri alive, could not go against the will of her family and closest friends. As a matter of fact, there are riding lizards prepared for all of you, should you wish to leave immediately, but there is also time to take the rest of the day, should you wish to. But remember, time is of the essence. Now, shall I get your riding lizards prepared?
I will look to Maria.
I know you look to Maria, but I'm looking between the both of you, and I just say I would like one evening with you two so that you can understand my workings a bit better in a safe environment, and I don't think there's any safer than here. Well,
Well,
not this table.
Just remember that time is of the essence. You may leave immediately, but you are welcome to stay. However, the longer you do, the longer it will take me to begin my search for the older. Just keep this in mind.
Oh, then I look to Maria as well.
I don't need a lizard.
Okay. I understand that your lizard will be on the way. I will prepare the other three.
I knew it. I knew it.
I think I don't know if you knew this or not about me, but I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm not good with bones.
Not good. Is that why?
You have them, don't you?
Is that why I don't have a single bone in my body? It's all just metal.
You know, perhaps is there something perhaps that I can do here to aid you for when you get back? Maybe I can read a lot of stuff and let you in on it when you get back. How's that? I can really dig.
Edgar, I don't.
Because quite honestly, I'm pretty sure if I were to cross that boundary, I would perish real quick.
What if it's a land of permanent sunlight?
It doesn't matter. It's a land of permanent sunlight and breath.
Don't worry, Edgar. I'm sure I could build you a body as
No,
good as
you're
mine.
misunderstanding. I am not coming. I am attempting to say that I will help out in other ways.
No, I understand. I was just trying to be supportive and funny.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank
Funny
goodness. I knew
isn't really my thing.
that. I noticed. I gotta tune up your humor box. It's all right.
But that said, Shigs, if you wouldn't mind a short rest amounts of time with Leo and Maria then. Not a long rest, a short rest worth of time. So that the three of you can become acquainted with how to keep me working in case I take too much damage.
I barely know how to keep you working. I'm good.
You at least know how to open the slots.
It's pretty easy.
Maria, why don't you allow Shigs to demonstrate how to operate Folkfar? I would like to
Operate on.
Operate on Folkfar.
Thank you.
I would like to ask if I might accompany our patron to retrieve the lizards, as I have not yet discussed the reward I will require.
Yes, of course. One of you, I will prepare the guest room for you, Mr. Shigs, and Leo, if you would, accompany me to the front of the estate.
I will nod and follow him.
Maria and I will wait near the entrance so that afterwards you're done with Leo, you can bring us to a clean room so that they may open me up.
I do not have a clean room.
Shigs
so
makes
this is
clean
About
room.
the best that you will have.
Shigs can make clean rooms.
No, I can't.
I saw you do it. I saw you do it. I point my finger at him. I saw you clean that sticky mattress. I saw
I
you.
mean, I just cleaned the room. That's all I did.
What did I just say? I need a clean room.
Okay, so I'll just clean this then.
And he'll start prestidigitating around you guys.
I put my aprons and stuff down on the table and I prepare myself for obviously open surgery.
Okay. So you guys get to that. While that's happening, Anthony is escorting Leo outside.
Mm.
So, young one, what is it that you desire? Or are you that young? I am unsure of how the Aasimar age these days.
We age similarly to humans, though we live longer. It's
I see.
odd. You are the second person who could tell just by look. I know I'm pretty, but generally I pass for a human.
Aren't most Aasimar pretty in some respect?
Exactly. But generally I get along passing as a human. So
That is understandable. One of the 12 was also an Aasimar.
I understand.
Feel a similar energy from you.
you are not incorrect. There are 3 things I would ask of you.
Yes. Speak your mind.
The first is that once I return and we have done this deed, you forget that you have ever seen me, and you will tell
I
no
will-
one that we have met.
I will wipe your existence from my mind using
The
magic.
second thing.
Should I must.
The second thing is I would like a set of extremely convincing, or preferably real, papers with a new identity.
You have come at the right time. Karina is an expert in forgeries. So should I have to create a forgery if my contacts in the regular routes do not pan out, then all shall be so.
And the third thing would be safe passage to Cloxton.
To Cloxton, you say? I can get you as far as the halfling capital city of Jarrah. How is that?
Hope, how close is that?
That is about a week's of riding lizard travel north of Cloxton.
And why would you not be able to get me all the way to the city?
Unfortunately, the Cloxton people, the elites, have become quite adept at managing a magic known as chronomancy. And as such, most magics to get there quickly and safely are quite... their defenses are impenetrable. How's that? I can, however, immediately teleport you to Jarrah, and you are only a week of travel away.
All right, then my second question, Pope. How far is Jarrah from the capital city?
It is several weeks, about a month away.
And do I
And
know
that's-
anything about Jarrah?
Jarrah is just the halfling capital city. It is
That's all I know is a bunch of
It's
halflings.
basically the New York of this country. It is.
Very
all
cool.
about-
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yep, sure, that'll work. Good enough.
Yes, wonderful. I will prepare a riding lizard as well for your arrival, so that you have no investments that you would have to make upon arrival, and you will be taken care of until you reach Cloxton. How is that?
Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Now help me get your riding lizards in order, and I will see you and your friends.
All right.
And he just begins getting your riding lizards together. During this time, I'm assuming Maria and Folkvar will get to figure out how each other works, so that you can go about your basic days without having to have Shigs there. Like your
That's-
basic maintenance.
That's
should
if
you need
Maria
anything like that.
agrees.
Maria?
So yes, it's definitely something she's interested in learning,
Hmm.
but also it's kind of like, ugh,
Uh-huh.
It's kind of
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a little gross.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, when you start getting into
Sure.
it, it's weird. It's like there's veins, actual biological veins and stuff that eventually meld into into like the lattice tubing of the rest of where certain fluids should go, but
It's
then it just becomes like air pressurized pneumatics for things like big muscle groups and stuff. It's very interesting.
it's like some kind of android.
Yeah, you're allowed to laugh.
So you guys spend, I'll say it's about an hour to get the riding lizards and stuff ready at the front entrance to this side of the estate. So you still have a good hour before you between you and the undead of Forest, and that's when Anthony will come in to the cleaning room. Yes, your riding excuse me, your riding lizards are prepared, and they are ready to depart whenever you are finished up here.
I only.
It's
Oh,
so sneaky.
go ahead. My voice box.
That's all.
No, my voice box is deactivated right now. I'm face down.
Oh, thank you. I don't think it'll be too much longer. She'll look down at the probably like open back of Folkvar in front of her. She's just
And lying face down, he just shrugs. I don't know.
Yes.
I point at Shigs.
Well, take your time. Shigs isn't in the room.
What?
Shigs, after making sure everything was clean and you were face down, he left to go to the library.
He was supposed to be helping Maria.
He did at the beginning,
Oh.
but now it's just putting you back together, and now he's like, well, I showed you the first time.
Okay.
So
Okay. I don't feel
It's
betrayed.
not been long since he left. Yeah. Putting you back together will take about half an hour?
It's up to Maria.
she'll try and quickly put you
Quickly?
back together.
Quickly.
Or properly.
Like this is you gotta describe how do you tinker when this kind of thing is, it's so weird. It's not your normal tinkering. I know.
No, it's definitely not.
No, I was hoping Leo would be able to join you, but nope.
Just trying to put everything back the way she saw it.
You want to make me a roll for my voice box?
I rolled a 15.
Oh, fuck. That's good.
I
Yeah.
don't know what modifiers get added to that.
Nothing. It was just a d20. I did 17 and up was really good. 15 was a success, and below 15 was a not success.
So does Maria have any variation she'd like to do to the voice box? Or is she just putting it back?
She's gonna put it back.
Okay. Maria, you've actually done well. Thank you. You are a very fast learner.
I would like to add one thing though.
Yes.
So when Folkvar gets up, sees that on the table beside him, there's just a single bolt.
Fuck. Yeah, Shigs always leaves one left over too. I don't get it. I usually just melt them down after. I'll fall apart someday, don't worry. I keep the bolt.
Okay.
I would like to ask Maria something though. Now, Maria, this is a side question, but I think it's important. The estate manager, not the estate manager, Anthony Benwick, he is very happy to see us off so quickly, but he has been waiting 10 years for this opportunity. What do you think has changed that he might have learned that he needs to see us off before the day is over?
I don't think anything has changed. I think he just wants people to actually take on his quest.
I do know what it's like to feel the passion in your heart when you yearn to learn. Alright, I would like to put this question to Leo as well, once we are outside of Anthony Benwick's ear.
Would Leo be near his riding lizard at this point?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Anthony is with Leo at this point, just waiting for you two to arrive.
You go ask that. I have to go get back into my armor. I'll be with you in a few minutes.
Did
I'll
you
meet you at the front.
you do not want any help?
No. I can manage.
No problem. Alright. I go over to Leo and Maria can take over.
Maria's just gonna go back to where she was tinkering with her armor, collect all her gear, and begin putting her armor back on.
She tinkered without her armor on.
Well, she was tinkering on her armor.
Is there
when she
anything
was interrupted for lunch.
Got it.
Is there anything specific that you want to do before you get to the front?
Me or Folkvar?
You, because Folkvar already went to the front.
Is there anyone else around?
No, just unseen servants.
Are any of the
You can see,
servants? Are any of the unseen servants seeable and attempting to leave the premises?
No. You did see Karina inside on your way out, though.
Suppose it would be. I should at least go and thank her. So Maria will go detour to go see her before she leaves.
She's on the way. She's sitting in the main area next to the table to the right, just before the first steps, where the pile of books are, and she's reading a book called Cloxton Then and Now.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Yes. What? Oh, I thought you already left.
No, we're planning on leaving soon. But
Oh.
I wanted to say thank you for introducing us and everything that you've done while we have for the short time that we've been here.
My pleasure. I may not have been the most upfront or helpful at the beginning. I understand I can be a bit prickly, but as a fellow tinkerer, and she'll give you a wink. She saw you tinkering on your armor earlier. Just be careful out there, okay?
Yes, I will.
All right.
I don't have any intention of throwing my life away.
That's good. That's good. I don't know why people were so afraid about taking this on, but it really is just low-level undead.
Level?
Just promise me one thing.
Yes?
If you see the Valkyrie, hide.
She'll nod.
That's all the advice I think I can afford. Safe travels, and she'll go back
Yes,
to her
thank
book.
you. All right. In that case, she'll go collect her stuff and then meet them at the front.
Okay. Yes. I managed to get your what was her name? Hammy, all fitted and ready to go.
Cammy.
I apologize, Cammy. Yes, she is ready to go. Just like the others.
How does Cammy feel about this?
She looks right as rain. Like she got a nap in, she got a lot of really good food. She even gotten some socializing in with some other riding lizards. It's a great day.
I feel I have to ask.
Yeah.
Are any of the riding lizards trying to leave at the moment?
No. Leo's riding lizard looks not angry, but he looks disinterested.
A good fit then.
Yeah. He's kind of like unmotivated, but he'll do whatever he has to do. And then the one carrying Folkvar is a bit chunky, just to give you guys an idea of
Yeah,
them.
and I have to straddle the shit out of this. Like, I am face down, holding it with hands and feet because I am small and it is chunky.
And you're gonna fight with a barrel on your back.
Well, I mean, I can take it off.
Have the riding lizards been equipped with anything else?
Yes, they come with an array of bedrolls and like an adventurer's kit kind of deal.
Oh, nice.
No weapons?
Yours does come with a weapon at the behest of Anthony, since he heard your earlier request.
What is it?
It is not anything super good. It's just a regular short sword.
That's better than a dagger.
Yeah, it's nothing super fancy, just a short sword. So it's all yours. That's all he could provide.
That's, again, better than a dagger, which is the only weapon I've been carrying up till now, so.
There you go.
Unless you count scalpels as weapons.
I wish you all safe trip and return swiftly.
1 second before we go.
Yes.
I thought you were going to give us something to contain this gem thing, the core.
Yes. I forgot. Hold on one moment. And he'll reach into his coat and pull out what just looks like a regular sack. It's a bag of holding.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah!
Whoever would like to be in charge of taking it, just bring it back for me.
She'll take it.
Okay. She'll hand it to you, or he'll hand it to you.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Safe travels.
Thank
and
you.
you guys.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I would ask him. I know he's in a hurry, but because we have all these rations and like the preparedness is there, I'm gonna ask if you wouldn't mind, can I exchange these fresh rations for dried rations? I would like. I don't think I need to actually preserve anything in my barrel, and
you have a set of dried rations in your adventurer's kit that I provided.
yes, but if I don't leave the fresh food with you, it will rot on my back.
I see. Then you may leave me your chest, should you wish.
I can leave you the food. That's
Wish
all I
to-
ask is to unload the food to you. That is all.
I see. Yes, of course.
And
I will take all of it.
okay, it's only like 6 fresh food rations.
And you guys set out. So it's not very long throughout this long stretch of land, like well traveled land, like carts and stuff had been through it, but you can definitely see where nature is starting to reclaim it because it hasn't been used.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on for a very long time. And unlike the back entrance where it was generally like slow, windy, and larger turns, this one's very windy. Lots of short, quick, sharp turns, all this. And it leads all the way to a point. It's about an hour out where it's still forest. And you do not see the end of the forest. But it is just a line of dead corpses.
Great.
Damn.
With arrows and flowers growing out of them. And this is apparently the line that the Spriggan have put in the sand for how far the undead can come.
I'd like to recall my readings on nature and see if I can leave a small offering of thanks to like Spriggans and nature spirits.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to attempt this, are you doing this right at like where the line of corpses is, or are you
Yes.
going a little bit further?
Nope,
Okay.
right at the line.
Okay, then yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Any chance I get advantage for no reason?
Sure. Oh,
Woo! That is 2 points higher, but I'll take it.
you're rolling to leave food on the ground? Are you gonna miss the ground?
No. I'm rolling to see if I can make a good offering of thanks.
Oh, I see. Okay,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. The higher you roll, the better the offering will be.
Yeah. I'm also gonna guidance myself because that is my power. Yeah. 14.
No guidance. on
Ah!
this.
12.
You should have said so before you made the roll.
I'm sorry. Okay, 12, but I will be aware of that. 12.
Okay. When you put it down, nothing really happens for the first few moments. Enough time passes that you think maybe nothing's really going to happen. And as you kind of go back to your riding lizard, you see this little cutie poke its eyes out of the weeds and stuff on the edge of the forest, and run over and grab whatever it was you put down, and pull it into the forest.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
Pink and frilly.
And this is not a Spriggan. You would recognize this as a flower spirit.
It's not in a trench coat wearing a hat.
No.
No.
Well, that's totally fair. I am more than happy to have seen this, and my offering was accepted. So, all right. And I'll turn to the others before we cross the line, and I will ask the question now that Leo's here. Leo, just before we venture to the beyond, I must ask your insight on not Arthur Pendragon, Anthony Benwick. Thank you.
Benwick.
On Anthony Benwick. He's been waiting 10 years for someone to answer his call, and he sent us off within 2 hours. Don't you find that strange? Do you think there is an alternative motive?
Perhaps not an ulterior motive, but perhaps there could be things he isn't telling us, but that's normal. People usually will not tell you all of anything, whether you work for them or not.
Yeah, true.
He might just be dying.
True. Never thought of it.
Okay, and you guys continue past the line of the dead. And I'm going to paint this picture for you. So as soon as you pass the line of the dead, the chill in the air becomes noticeable. The further you walk, it seems like with every step, the color drains from the trees until at some point the leaves are just no longer there.
Damn.
The trees have all of a sudden gone from abundant, green, bright, lifelike trees to dead, scorched earth trees. It was not an immediate black and green line of the dead. It was definitely a gradual takeover. And the Spriggans have lost ground over the last 10 years. Not much, but they have lost some. The further you go, the more just bones, dead bodies you see. The ground and soil turns from the abundant amount of green, herbs and bushes and all this to just ash and dirt. Until all of a sudden, what's in front of you is no longer beautiful, sunny canopy, and instead, what you see before you is a plain of death, essentially. It is just a blackened land, a few stumps here and there, and in the distance, you can see what looks like a cave and a giant tree going at an awkward angle in a certain way. And you realize that is the head of Behemoth.
Cool.
It stares at you in just unliving way in its one moment. The trees that used to be horns for the Behemoth, some of the biggest on the planet.
No.
It is the biggest cavern of a mouth that you've ever seen in your life.
Holy
And
shit.
it looks like as the closer you get to the Behemoth's corpse, the land turns to swamp. And it is just, as far as the eye can see, undead.
Oh my god. Like how
They are not organized
how
in
dense
any way.
though.
They're scattered out. It's not dense. It's one every 100 feet.
Ah, okay.
But you have a good 30, 45 minutes of travel between you and Behemoth. This is a prairie of death in front of you.
Great.
Wow.
And as you guys kind of step forward from where the edge of the trees would have been onto this prairie, a high-pitched squeal can be heard from straight ahead as one of the undead spots you.
I thought you were gonna say it's Pigsy. Piggly.
It is not a significant undead, but as soon as it makes that noise, every undead within vicinity
Yep.
turns to look at you.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative. And with that, session 3 comes to an end.
Oh my god.
Session 4 will begin with our first combat of the campaign. See you guys next time.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, wait, we gotta roll initiative.
No, I think we start with the initiative roll at the top of next session.
Oh my god, I still have to roll it now.
Yeah, you can if you
All
want.
right, see you guys next time. But I'm still gonna roll right now. Hold on. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible.
That's what you get for not being patient.
I know, but you guys have to roll too.
No.
What? Yeah, you do.
We'll roll next time.
No, they don't have
Yeah.
to.
What?
Yeah, this is called suspense.
Well, then I don't have to tell you my roll.
You already rolled
That
it.
was bad.
Okay, fine. It's a 3 + 2. I got a 5. All right.
All right, he's got a 5. You got to find out the next 2 next time.
I'm sorry, DM. Can you call us out again or play us out again? Because
I already did. You can just cut it
I
there.
already did. I will cut it at a point where it works.
Okay.
Don't worry.